I swap my characters out. Because when you only have two characters, you gotta swap them all the time. Die. Oh, well, let's see. We have a moon this time, so we're looking for the moon. Because we don't want to start this dungeon all over again, that's for sure. That's not a moon. That's not a moon. Oh, did we cut out for a minute? Looks like I cut out for a minute on my phone. Can you hear me now? Good. Can y'all hear me? Shala, just do it. That's right, Chaos. All good. And I got a notification on my phone saying that I was just started the stream. Oh, there's the moon. I see the moon now. I was like, where's the moon door? Now I see it. Who has opened Aaron's path and freed us from the night? Behold, a princess of light. Thank you on behalf of the Katagida princess. Aurora. Aurora, now we can again protect the starry skies and floating peaks of La Maria. Brother, what is that traitor doing here? We should have let you die with honor. You should have let us die with honor. The Queen of Night you serve. For shame! Gahujin, please be calmer. Brothers, we be no more. You are banished, fallen from grace. Flee! We are free from the Queen's prison. Yeah, see there? It's like, hey, look, we're streaming now. Woo! Because we haven't been streaming all this time. It's totally fine. Goodbye. My path I must set. The Katakita, thank you for our freedom we shall not forget. You tired? Who's tired? I'm not tired. You tired? We're on part 5 and didn't even know it. I know, right? You just keep on we just keep adding up parts. I forget it's later here. She's playing the flute for him. That melody shining like armor. Join us to regain your honor. Now let us leave this tower. The moon we shall return to this hour. Something rather. Let me see. Somebody asked me a question. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. You can also join our conversations over at rpgamer.com, where we're all the time talking about different things and whatnot, and whatever have you. So, just want to answer to that one real quick. Way to ruin the mood with my rhymes. Looks more like a recorder. Oh, well. Yeah. Oh. But now we're free of the tower. Yay. Cordelia, sweet sister, hand the moon to me. Aurora, you look wretched. Not fit for nobility. A ruler you will never be when you parade around so commonly. You were always sweet to me. I never liked the way you smile or the way you chewed your food, the way you ran through the halls, your cheerful mood. You were a perfect disgrace, and I, Crepusculum, aim to put you in your place. Ooh, another boss with little henchies. I'm so worried, because I'm playing on casual, where the bosses aren't nearly as bad. Let's see. Let's move this over to Robert. Robert is good for one thing now, and that is hindering everybody if he can get it off. Let's make sure we slow her down a bit. And I think it is... I'm trying to think who has what skills. It'd be easier if they just let us have more than 2 characters on the screen. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Aw, paralyze the guy in the back. That's rude. Oh, now the little guys will do a counterattack when you interrupt them. And that's a fact, Jack. Let's see here. Let's try the Starlight. People like Starlight. Oh, mother fudge sickles. I just hate how interrupt works so well for them, but, you know, you can't do it or you'll get your ass counterattacked half to death. Like that. Let's see here. I need to slow this guy in the front down. Just to be on the safe side. Let us ultimate armor her. When you're punished for being good, right? Let's keep him healed up. And we can have him haste himself to get him all. Freaking they're fast on the timeline. Dang nabbit, freaking cheaters. Haste, haste, haste. Try this again. Oh, come on! You interrupt him, and his automatic free gift is he gets to automatically heal everybody. I mean, the whole point of the Grandia battle system, I say it for the 18th time, is to be able to interrupt enemies. And they can interrupt you, of course. But it's the whole interruption mechanic. And to punish players over and over again by giving enemies extra attacks and heals and revives, as you know, when they're attacked or when they're interrupted, and you punish the player for using the whole thing that makes the battle system cool. In the battles where it should matter the most is horrific game design. I pass judgment on this battle system. Oh my goodness gracious. I have no clue what these guys were thinking. don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But it's horrible. Let's see here. Haha, I get the impression you do not like this game. I okay. I I I like the story, the graphics, the music, and the setting. The combat system on paper is the grinding battle system and it should work, but it's not balanced in this game, and they've tweaked the form. Look, Star Renegade. Star Renegade is an excellent game. Go and play Star Renegade, where they take the grinding battle system, they make some tweaks to it, and they actually make it more strategic and deeper and more fun as a result. This game, this game tries to make it simpler by having less party members, and a couple of other tweaks almost could be argued that makes it a bit simpler. But oh my gosh, some of these decisions are so stupid. You don't punish players for using the best coolant. I mean, imagine like in Street Fighter. I remember like the Street Fighter 2, played it a ton. You had Hadoukens and stuff like that, right? And then later on with like Street Fighter 3 or 4, whatever it was, they start adding these super attack bars. You fill it up and you can unleash a super attack. And if you timed it right, it would just kick the crud out of your enemy, right? And it could turn the battle back in your favor if you were behind, right? Sounds awesome. Now imagine if somebody at Capcom, when they were designing the new Street Fighter games, like, hey, I've got a really great idea for a boss. Every time they use that, no matter if they time it right, but every single time they connect with the boss with a super attack, he blocks it and then takes his fist and crushes their balls with it. Like, that's what this is. That's what this game is. The battle system, especially against the bosses. It is stupid. And it is horrific design decision. And I'm going to have a really hard time talking about this on the RGP XP because that show's supposed to be more positive. But I could have an RGP XP, and then I could have an angry video game nerd episode on this, because this right here is stupid. So stupid. So it basically means in these boss battles, you need to refrain from using the interrupt system. It's just not worth it. You're just going to get your ass kicked. And what that means is you've now turned this game without the interrupt system. You've turned this into a lower end JRPG battle system. You know, like I don't know what the I don't know what that point would be. Where you end up having to defend a lot and wasting turns, and oh great, now he's paralyzed because of course he is. Because why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be? Hey, WearTag, thank you for following and listening to my ranting. I appreciate it. Feel free to come and join us in the chat. So, how do you rate these boss battles out of your 10? out of 10? I rate these boss battles a negative 82.3 out of 10, and that's scientific. I got a formula for this crap. This is ridiculous. This is worse than ridiculous. This is horrific. This is stupid. I do not like these boss battles at all. Just poorly designed. Poorly designed. Let's see. We've hasted her. We can haste him. Thank you for following. I do like the lightning background. No, the graphics in the game and the lightning. And I swear there was like one song where the when she was playing the flute where the lightning was in time with it. It was really, really creative and really well done. And Just really nice. Positivity. I know, right? It's all about positivity. It really is. Ay, 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 ay. I guess aside from the little firefly mechanic, which I'm not the biggest fan of it, you know, but I mean, you could ignore it, but yeah, probably went in well if you did. I probably should have hasted her. Seeing reviews start with the graphics are nice is a bad sign. Right? This is true. Let me use a swap out character option here. Get Robert back in here. I'm gonna have him slow everyone down with a hinder all arrow. And swap him out. I know I'm gonna regret this. I just know I'm gonna regret this. Counter healing. That's just so freaking ridiculous. The things I do slow them all down. And this is casual. I mean, I can't imagine this on expert. That would be that would you not be fun. Not be fun. Nope, 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 nope. We're gonna try to get her back up to speed again with their potion. It's really the fight of don't be debuffed to death. There's a little taunt there. We'll see if it works. As we slash all and make sure, unless if he does a Wheel of Death, I guess. In AoE, it's still gonna hit her. That's ridiculous. I still say that's ridiculous. I'm gonna say that's ridiculous till the cows come home. Oh, that's nice. That's not nice. Magic defense. Increases magic defense. Damage elixir. Revive a fallen ally. Cure all status ailments. Let's try that. Get him going back on the timeline again. We will attack him. We're going to try to not interrupt him. Try to get him before he gets to the timeline, because interrupting him is bad. Because it's a Grandia game. We do not want to interrupt the bad guy. It's just like work. You don't want to interrupt the boss. Considering the different... Just imagine this playing on Expert. I know. Imagine if you're playing this on Expert. Wouldn't even be here on Expert, right? I would have lost it. I would have broken the glass cabinet behind me. You guys saw how bad I was at the Griffin. Yeah, considering the Griffin... Like, the Griffin I beat in 6 minutes, and this is probably already gone. I should put the timer on this. But this is already kind of going on. It's tough. It's tough. I'm not having to heal. I mean, I could definitely tell it's still casual because the attacks aren't hitting me super hard. but they're still hitting with all kinds of nasty effects I have to keep countering and stuff. So slow down. Of course he's slow down. Why wouldn't he be slow down? And just like the Griffin, I'm not even sure there's any point to beating up. You gotta understand, like in game design, what happens with the early enemies is supposed to help teach the player what will happen to future enemies. So the other boss resurrected his little minions, so I don't see any point in focusing on the minions because he'll just resurrect their asses. So I don't think there's a lot of point for me doing that. Looks kind of gross when he goes down there and starts, I don't know, like he's doing something bad down there. Let's see. We have one that can help get her up. Now let's go out and give her the nice potion. I think we got a few of those. Cheater. All of you cheaters. Oh, great. Don't see if we interrupt the boss. It could just be bad. Can't interrupt him. Ugh. I'm so tired of them slowing my characters. Where is the quicken? There we go. We're gonna run out of those before too long. We keep this up. Paralyzed the guy in the back again because of course they did. Die, you. Oh, he's limping. He's a limpy. That's a limp if I ever seen one. He's just a long, limping ding-dong. So limping. Hey, Hiloth, how goes things? Oh, you know, I'm doing Peachy Keen, because why wouldn't I be doing Peachy Keen when I'm playing Child of Light, only the best game ever made, bar none. I don't know why I would ever not be peachy. I am full of peachiness right now. So much peach. So much peach. Let's elevate his damage. Because he's a fast attacker. But yeah, other than that, doing good. Doing good. Can't complain. Wouldn't matter if I did. Why? Is he almost dead again? I hate to see this on non-casual mode. Ah. Nothing like watching these enemies just tear your guys apart after slowing them down. I think it was Tristis who has the speed up spell. Oh, he's doing real great on health. Oh, and he's slowed down on top of that. Do. Ah, yes. Fun times. Oh, someone died. I took a drink and someone died. Let's bring in Ongus. Oh, he's still paralyzed. I totally forgot about that. Let's have you do the armor of the gods. Unless you get interrupted, then you ain't doing the... Yeah, they can interrupt me. Can't interrupt them. Because that just wouldn't be right now, would it? Yeah, and stay dead. Nobody likes you. Okay, gotta heal him. Wow, he's taking a beating with the armor of the gods? That's the armor of the gods? I hate to see what the armor of the, the angels or the demigods looks like. Action defend. We're gonna swap you out with somebody who can do some magic. I'm just gonna have him defend because he's otherwise useless. Boom, boom, boom. Trading blows. Just want him to die. You guys can die now. Your boss is gone. Another weird thing, to see the boss die, but the little guys keep fighting on, that's also kind of an odd decision. Oh, now they look sad. They look so sad. So sad. Let's see if we can turn those frowns upside down. Gosh, just die already. That oh my gosh. It's like 2020, it just won't die. Just give it up, buddy. Thank you. Imagine finishing this game. Yeah, that's what this is. You're just doing this hoping you can finish it. No, just I want to see the story play out. I just not a fan of this battle system. The moon year shall be what mother will end you. Wait and see. Oh. Well. Well, where did Aurora go? And Nicholas, have you become smaller? Maybe it's the light of the moon, but I think you've grown taller. Who cares what size Aurora is? We just killed a dragon. What a team! A strength challenge to competition. To the extreme. What do we do now? We must recover the sun to the lowest of the low. Quickly, let us run.
Waters of the flood continued to rise. The Duke was at death's gate. Umbra and Nox waited in the dark. Little time left to alter the hands of fate.
By the lowest low, I do not spy. Cheerful place, isn't it? Perhaps for a firefly. They're talking too fast, and I gotta fix this. Okay. Yeah. Who cares that she got older? We just killed a dragon. Oh. Thank you for following, Siren Rogue? I'd say 5-6 done now. Really? Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's bloody awesome. Vulnerable to water, who would have guessed? Now with light I do thee bless. Her dress is well animated, if nothing else. Hello. LOL, hi. Howdy, welcome to the show. Just hanging out here, playing some Child of Light, trying to see how far we can get before I just eventually get too tired. Might get lucky and beat this tonight, I don't know. I don't know. It's part 4 or 5 of our playthrough. We're kind of debating whether it's a part 4 or 5 since stream got interrupted a little bit in the middle. There have been high points, and there have been... Ooh, wow, she is very vicious with that blade now. There have been high points, and there have been low points. There has definitely been some frustrations. Oh, really? Just die. Like, things just need to die when it's their time to die, you know? Like, as a monster, you should pretty much know when you're beat and just give up. Maybe if we smack you around with some light, you'll get the clue. Level up. Item found. Let's check our skill points. It's been around. Oh, I think we got the full trees unlocked now because we got the moon. Okay, well, that should open up a couple things. Starlight, a flash of light targeting all dark creatures. Sounds awesome. A powerful slash. Sounds awesome. I don't know which one's better, the physical or the light magic. It just kind of depends because they like to give different immunities to. The bosses have been all physical. Hmm. Oh, but this increases defense. So that's a no-brainer. We'll start working our way towards that. Let's see. We have. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Ailment protection all. Tumble all. 3-star. Tumble, tumble, tumble. But I really like. Oh, heal all. Yep. I really like the shield upgrade. It looks like a shield with 3 stars. 3-star shield. That's what I'm looking for. There it is. I see it there. Right there. Because that comes in handy when you need to defend yourself. Except he's got a long way to go on his tree. Um, Here's his defense right there. That gets a monsoon all along the way, so I'm down with that. I actually do want to get all of his fire all spells and everything else too, so we will work towards that as well. And the mouse, where's your better defense at? Right there. That's a fat. Oh my gosh, it's all the way over there. He'll never get all the way over there. Yeah, that's a long way to go. What's at the bottom of this tree here? Hinder all, 50% for 2 turns, 50% for 2 turns. cost 2, magic points 9. Oh, some of these cost 2 points, but what's the point? 50% for 2 turns, spell power 21. Just, oh, better spell power, I see. Well, you don't really take that for the spell power, so you do that one. You're doing the arrows to slow them down, not necessarily do a lot of magic damage. You get some damage, that's nice, but it's really not the point. This new jester here, we want to get his better defense up there. Though his ability to slow down, manipulate time's been good. What is your skill 2 strategy for Aurora or any of their side characters you picked up so far? Knock 3 for Finn. Hits real hard. um, definitely I like to get the higher end defense skills because when monsters hit hard and you need to defend, it's nice to basically block almost all their damage. So that's pretty much a no-brainer. Outside of that, I just look at the top end skills that I want to work to the most for each character. Outside of the high end defense, um, haste is very helpful. Haste all very helpful. So those are admirable. Plus they're behind the shield. So I'll just keep working in that direction. Not spend too much time on it. Armor of the Titans, defend. It's all the way over there. All right, so we'll just keep working on that here and there. And grab a little goodies or two. For without goodies, we wouldn't know what to do. Ooh. Let's see where Finn's at. Monsoon. And Starlight. Starlight, so bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I may, wish I might. Kill all the horses I might kill tonight. Stupid horse. I mean, the graphics are really done really well here. Notice the light reflecting like off her dress and stuff. I mean, that is, really well designed, really, really animated all the way throughout the game. And having her in a nice flowing dress that's really well animated was a nice touch. Bony kick, not just kick, bony kick. You can't just have any kick, you gotta have a bony kick. Yeah, interrupt his butt. Then douse him with water. Show him who's boss. Ooh, wow, 322. That's got to be a high number right there. Aw, see, now that's just cheating. That is just cheating. Yeah, the artwork's amazing. Love the animation for Aurora's hair. Yeah, I mean, the hair. I love long hair. I love long hair. But having long hair that's well animated is even better. Like, just a huge fan. Conk. Just conks him with the staff. Oh, where's our Jester? He does those quick, fast attacks really well. Ah, horse. Just go, stop, just die. Just die. That's all we're asking from you. Is that you give up the ghost horse. He's not going to give up the ghost horse, is he? Not without a fight. The battles are so long that when you get back, you kind of You kind of got to figure out where you were, right? Yeah, this is casual. This is casual. So those things are definitely mislabeled. Those things are definitely mislabeled. But yeah, I mean, I had this problem with what was it called? Why am I forgetting this? Oh, Operencia, the Stolen Sun. Like the enemies are just too long in the tooth, and it doesn't do anything but just make the battles drag out. It doesn't make them more challenging, aside from challenging your patience. But it isn't like you're more likely to die. Um, your resources aren't going to run out. You just recharge them after you get done with the battle, anyways. It's just dragging out the pain, like they're just trying to pad the game. Aurora, what it say? What's it say? To find the treasure of the golden rectangle, study Earth's emerald middle. In the Sibyl Sea, do not stray from the path of light. The answer points out the riddle. Oh, guys, riddles. We know how good I am with that. There's no way this is going to end out bad. Can I switch him out with a... Or no, that would be too easy. Oh, let's swap out with the... I know, switch out with the... slow him down a bit. Slow him down. Since he's got that head start. Vulnerable light, critical hit. Tumble all of these guys. Why the heck not? Starlight, still bright. Oh, is she gonna beat the horse? Is she gonna beat the horse? It's so close. He's gonna beat the horse. We call that insurance. Yeah, buddy. Light damage for everybody. Light damage. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Phil, aka JCServant from RPGamer.com, your source for news, reviews, podcasts, and home to the best gaming community on the net. Check it all out at rpgamer.com, where we got a couple of cool articles, and we'll talk about them in a little bit. After we tumble all these guys over. Apparently that doesn't do a whole lot of damage to these guys. Yeah, see, I mean, this battle's just taken, like, forever. It's crazy this game is 6 years old now, and the sequel was canceled for Ubi's bigger games. No, it was probably canceled because we like the battle system. But I'm not bitter at all. Not bitter. Totally not bitter. Whatever bitter is, I am definitely not. Nope. Not bitter. I don't even know where they find all those rocks at. Oh, they conked her good. That's not even a nice thing to do. Starlight. LOL. Right, Peter? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I am not saying anything you guys weren't already thinking. Okay? You guys were thinking it. Oh, just die, horse. Yes, put that horse down. Sometimes you just need to put the horse down. Unstoppable elixir. Oh, yay, it's another fight. Ooh, that's just what I was hoping for. I was saying, boy, I hope there's another fight. Well, and hey, this was a multiplayer game, right? Because the other person could control the little blue light to pick up all the little dust for you and slow down the enemies in fights and stuff. Did anybody ever play this with a second player just to really get into that aspect of it? Is that really a thing? Tumbleamolist, whatever. Do 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 do. Doop. Oh, somebody has anger management issues. Let us bring it back out with Robert. I played I played it with a second. It was eh. I like being able to control Igniculus. Yeah, I don't know. In my mind's eye, it does seem like a little bit harder to just make it seem fun. I don't know. It was kind of like Super Mario Galaxy, where somebody could play the magic wand and collect your stars for you and stuff. And I don't know who would just want to sit there and do that. I don't think she's gonna beat him. Nope. Someone's gonna get hit. So you after you've leveled them up a bunch, you get these, these abilities to hit all of them with a spell with a physical attack. And you're like, "Ooh, this is so exciting." Until you realize as you're playing this damn game that every effing encounter mixes an extremely high physical resistance monster with an extremely high magical monster. So doing physical attack all or magic cast all, fire raga, whatever, doesn't mean crap. Stupid game. And they do it with the bosses too, just to piss you off. They do it, they do it, they do it. And these battles are just taking, again, this is casual. I don't know. I feel like this should be going a lot faster. Somebody beat this in 8, people beat this in 8 hours. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you don't need all the XP? Maybe that's the way it works? Oh, beat the horse, beat the horse, beat the horse. And stay dead. Stay dead, I say. If you like rogues, traditional roguelikes, roguelites, and roguelikes, and those are 3 different things. But if you like them, check out. We got shows where we feature the Wheel of Rogue, where I spin on a whole bunch of rogues and I play random games. And we started a new show called 1 Hour to Impress, where the rogue gets an hour to earn its spot on the Wheel of Rogue by trying to impress me. It wouldn't impress me if the boss battles were like this, that's for sure. Where is everyone hiding? I hope not transformed into more birds flying. Aha, perhaps this is a good spot for profit mining. A fire. Someone must have lit this pyre. Oh, hello, little one. What is your name? What? She calling her little one. That girl is bigger than she was 3 minutes ago. Shh, be careful. You'll wake the ogre. Behind your back? Is this a game? Genoviva, get back here and hide. No, I'm going inside. She doesn't listen to me, as you can see. He's trust. I'm Jin for short. I am Aurora. Is an ogre troubling thee? Troubling? The whole village is gone. The ogre guards the caves under the sea. He would visit us. Every time he gets hungry, he... I can't say it in front of this girl. And down into the sea. He took my mommy and my daddy, and they can't breathe underwater easily. We're sorcerers, you see. Genoveva and I are all that's left. Aurora, will you bring back my mom and dad? I will, child, do not worry. Hooray, I am glad. I wonder if her parents would sell the village for scrap. That would put me on the map. Well, can't complain he doesn't have a one-track mind. Can't remember if the game had... I remember maybe it was Wild Arms I played with a friend. Can't remember if the game had multiplayer, but it didn't. We would swap our controllers when our characters had their turn or part in the story. And that's what a friend and I did through our Gold Box D&D games way back in the 80s. We both made 3 characters, and when it was, one or the other's turn, we, would just swap out the controllers back and forth. Easy peasy. I don't think I have a burning need really to... Oh, stars. I thought that was an NPC up there. Well, tells you what I know. That's what I was hoping for, another long fight. We'll get Finn out here. He's not going to be able to cast a long spell with both of them taking a turn. Yeah, Wild Arms is pretty cool. Let's see here. His turn again. Can't do anything when a monster's like literally right there. We have a thing to slow these guys down. Cure all status, revive a fallen ally, reduce the speed of a target creature. Come on, get over there. Oh wait, it's over here. But we want to cast it on the guy over there, because he's all sped up. There we go. There we go. That's why you have him defend. Now finally, can we get a monsoon going on here? It's raining rain. Hallelujah, it's raining rain. Well, there's a quick 400 points of damage to, all. Oh, let's see here. Do another one of those. Another one of these. If one doesn't kill him, the other one will. Probably has like 2 hit points left. A devastation, you think? Empty those boxes. See what's inside. You never know what you will find. Oh, there's another beastie up there. Alright, you know what? We're going to throw all caution to the wind here. And we're just going to move forward. Normally, up to this point, I've been fighting every single monster, exploring everything that I see. But screw it. We's just going to go to the end. Because I've had my fill. I thought I found my way home. Perhaps at one point it was a sign? I was afraid. Sometimes we grow when we are alone. Boss rush time. That's right, Chaos. I am just like, stick a fork in me. I'm done with this thing. There's just way too much filler. Look at these glowing branches. Numerous numerals. What are they for? To remember the past. Well, we have a big 7 down here. Oh. We can kind of pull it. We can kind of push it. We can kind of pull it. Or we can kind of push it. Okay. Interesting. Not sure what that's supposed to do. Do we light it up? Nope. What do we do with this? We can't fly with it. It's too heavy. Can't turn it. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with that. Don't think we're gonna get too far around him, so let's just knock out these guys. And slow one of these guys down. Oh, slow down the other one now. Come on, beat him. Ugh, well, doesn't need to be him. He's just buffing. Oh, that didn't do squap. Squapadeal. Let's see. This guy over here. This guy over here. They like physical attacks. Ah. Ah, she dodged it. RNG got her back. Oh, he dodged one too. Rib cage? Just interrupt some attacks here. Actually, kind of a straightforward fight for once. Alright. Let's get her done, guys. Just die. You can die now. You can die, and you can die. Give me some more of my juice here. My happy fairy dust, because everyone likes their fairy dust. Everyone likes fairy dust. Anyways, and don't forget, guys, there are points that you can spend on the channel. You do accumulate points by watching, and there are different things that you can press the button for if you so desire. And I will say, if you think about doing this something special for 20,000 points, think carefully. That's really just there for someone who's got like a bunch of points and is just dying to get rid of some, just to see a lower number. Oh, and now we've got this Roman numeral just kind of laying here. You can pull them. That's about it. There was a 7, a 13, and now there's a 5 up there. Maybe there's kind of something to be said for where they're at lined up wise. I don't know. I'm not really sure there. Let us slash them all. Slash them all dead. And tumble. Let's see. We got the guy who can tumble better than anybody. Or the lady, I should say. Tumble all. Everybody gets interrupted. Everybody's a winner. Well, speed. Oh, he did speed increase himself. Everybody's a winner. All right. Now let's do Slash 'em all. What was y'all's favorite games of 2020? What would you say is your favorite game of 2020? Everybody's a winner. What's your favorite game of 2020 and why? My time at Porsche. Really? Or Dusk. Now, I've not heard of Dusk. I've heard of my time at Porsche. But I always got the impression that other games that are similar to Porsche are better than Porsche. So my time at Porsche. I always got the feeling it was kind of like an okay game, but not a great game. But you said it was your best game of the year. Intriguing. I have to look up Dusk, though. There we go. Those guys are put out their misery. Dusk is a retro shooter. Think Doom or Quake. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Retro shooters are cool. I do like myself a good retro shooter from time to time. I do. Let's see here. Oh, I want that box. I mean, it's really right there. That's odd. Like, you come over here, the seagulls cut out. So, I take it we're got a puzzle to... Oh, got a puzzle to solve. Maybe it has something to do with this. Try to remember what I played. Let's see here. Yeah, don't think I like my time at Porsche or games like that, but I enjoyed it. It has flaws like any other game, but easy to lose track of time. And I mean, that's the best indication of if you like it, you know, if the game's doing really good or not. Do you lose track of time? I think that's a very fair way to go about it. Let's switch out to Finn, the guy who slows people down. Robert. And we will do Starlight, Starbright on all these guys here. Wow. Try to remember what I played. What have you played, Peter? What has you played? That is the question everybody is asking. What has you played? Hades was a bit also good, but a bit light. Oh my stars! You must be a good gamer. Get my butt kicked in Hades. I do not have good reflex, but it is really pretty. I like the voice acting. Yeah, yep. Action. Starlight. I do. Peter's still thinking what he's playing. He knows he played something. He's just not sure what. Okay, so we have this 5 here. Oh. Oh, well, now that one can be pushed off the ledge. Uh-oh, I broke the 5. Can we just pull it all the way down? Is that a thing? Can we push it off? Whee! That's my job, is just to push off all the Roman numerals to their death. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that one. Okay, let's try to slow these guys down and Those guys are physical. That's water in the back. Cheater. Oh yeah, I played and finished Catherine full body. Mm-mm. You are one dirty, dirty person. So what did you think of it? What did you think of it? Ooh, that was actually pretty damaging attack there. I played the original. It was fun and unique enough. Says another person. I wanna hear what Peter thinks. I do want to hear. As I continue to slash all these guys. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Yeah, I think I was more interested in the questions and the story than the actual tower climb, right? It's just like Child of Light. The combat systems, no, it was okay, but yeah, I've occasionally gotten into like those puzzle types of climber, actiony puzzle games, like whether it's a Tetris or something, and um, and I can like them sometimes. I remember playing Wario Woods to death, things like that. But yeah, it seemed like let me see if I can push it off here too. I'm just gonna push these all to the bottom. Why the hell not? Um, Now that I know I can push it off to the bottom, let's push this one off to the bottom. Yay! Causing havoc. Woo! Ah, let's see here. Yeah, it frustrated me at times. I eventually went into easy mode. Yeah, I can't remember if I played on easy mode or not. But new record. What was their new record for? But you guys may not know this, but I did I think it was a review for Catherine Full Body. If not, it was at least an impression for RP Gamer. I had played the original to completion, which I don't complete too many games, but it wasn't too long. And I had played um whatchamacallit, the full body version. And I think they did a really good job of adding that character, Rin, and making it all kind of fit in. I mean, in a way, you can see where it was kind of put in after the fact, obviously, but in a way, it also kind of fit right in. And if you didn't know it was added after effect, you might not have ever picked up on it. So I thought that was pretty well done. Uh, Now, what am I supposed to do with these numbers? Anybody? Because I can't push them past each other. So I don't think I got to put them in any particular order. Uh, and oh, new record. Oh, right, right, right. New record, new record, new record. I'm sorry. That took. Yeah, that's really. Uh, Tetris Attack is the best of them all. Yeah, I like Tetris Attack. And Catherine keeps saying new record every time. Yep. So pretty much every step up. New record, new record, new. Oh my gosh, you brought back memories. You so brought back that memory. So I can't change their order, and I can't really push them past each other. And I can't push this one out the door. Okay, I'm Googling this crap only because no, I'm definitely not in the mood for another why can't you think about what I'm thinking puzzle. No, not gonna do this. Not doing this, Child of Light. Child of Light. Roman numeral. Hey, it comes right up. For some reason, that comes right up on Google. I don't know why that would ever come up. I thought I was the only person who would ask this question, um, and stuff. The pedestal, Roman numeral. 8 is a spot where Ignis can shine. Oh yeah, really? I thought I did that before and it didn't work. Come on, Ignis. Yeah, 8. Yeah. Let's see here. The pedestal and bottom right corner. Roman. Oh. Oh, duh. Duh, Sherlock. Okay, yeah. I totally forgot about his little shining thingy. Good night, Mr. Lazarus. Yeah, Moogalactomancer, light them up. That was the key. I guard the door. I will smash you to the floor. Get us back the villagers you bore. You will not get these gnomes back. I ate them all. What do you think about that? He looks like the other giants we fought. Oh, of course he's got henchmen. Why wouldn't he have henchmen? Okay, so can we, I don't know if we're gonna have to slow down one of these guys or what. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, that'll teach y'all. That'll teach us. As we say, that'll teach us. Uh-huh. Animal Crossing is probably the best game I have played given these trying times. Oh yeah, we had a lot of family members who were playing a lot of Animal Crossing this year. I think it was just extremely well timed and needed. That was just, really nice. Looking through the 2020 game releases, I touched on quite a few, but didn't really fall in love with any except for Animal Crossing. I thought we were just looking at games we played in 2020, not the ones that we released. Yeah, let's either one. I mean, I'm not really setting hard rules. You can tell me whatever you want. It's funny because at RP Gamer we only talk about games that released in 2020 when we do like the write-ups, but I'm more of a retro game, so I want to talk about the games I played in 2020. Where's my... Let's see if we can tumble and interrupt this guy. Nope. He was too far down the timeline. Ouch. Starlight, Starbright. First star you see tonight. Oh, that is not nice. That's the opposite of nice. Gotta wait for the all DLC included edition on sale. Of what? Of Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing kind of like default, given that it's Nintendo and there's very little future discount. Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath for a discount on that one. Definitely wouldn't. Yeah, of any game, of any of the DLC included editions. I mean, I'm with you. I usually wait for Final Edition. I did that with Skyrim and saved a buttload of money. Just wait for the Skyrim all-included edition. I didn't even notice my guy in the back was dead. And now I'm in danger of wiping. Very much in danger of wiping. Oh, I hate this game. I hate this game's effing battle effing system. This is casual. This was casual. I just, ugh. Those labels are very misleading. Very misleading. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not positive I would love Control or Red Zero Dawn, but I can't fully enjoy them with my current CPUs. Um, yeah, I don't know what the CPU requirements. You have to look into Horizon Zero Dawn, but I love that game. Horizon Zero Dawn was my game of the year it came out on the PlayStation. I'm not a big fan of open world games at all. Uh, and action RPGs, not usually a fan. Um, but it was so good. So good. Oh my gosh, so good. I probably like those games as well. And I want to try Control. Uh, I haven't gotten around to it. I've heard good things about it, but especially on the computer, if you got a good, really good graphics card, I think you can use some of the higher end effects with it. Mm. Oh, let's see here. Spend a little time hasting up your guy. I almost bought Control like 10 times, but I want to play Alan Wake first. And that's completely fair. I believe in playing like those types of games by those, types of things in order. I don't think it's a series, but I mean games that are very similar to each other. You don't want to go back and play something like I had that problem with Tomb Raider Uncharted. I played the new Tomb Raider first, then went back and played the older Uncharted's. That was a mistake. Big mistake. Played the old Uncharted first, then played the new Tomb Raider, then played the newest Uncharted. That came out afterwards. Just do it. Ultimate armor. Control is yeah, it is kind of like an Allen. Yeah. Just get the settings just right, slap some reshade on there, and enjoy. With Horizon, maybe. I bought almost. Yeah. I think you. Yeah. Wait, which one of these dogs is in front? Oh, he's gonna get to attack before me. It's not fair. Defend, tumble, defend. Oh, I wasn't fast enough on delaying that stupid ass dog. Hmm. Let's have you switch out with our good friend here. Oh, well, we last through the ogre battle on casual. Inquiring minds want to know. Action. Let's taunt him. Let's get him over to you. Oh, really? Well, he doesn't need to use taunt when they just keep attacking him anyways. We're going to try this taunt one more time. See how they like to be interrupted. Who's almost dead now? I hear heart beating in my ear. Somebody's almost dead. Armor of Gods just doesn't do what it used to do. I played Alan Wake, and as always, I choose hard mode, so I didn't finish, LOL. Though I didn't stop because I couldn't pass, but rather it felt so intense that I held my breath in an unhealthy manner. Ooh. That sounds intense. That sounds intense. Potions. Potent magic potion. Oh, got lots of those. Quicken elixir. We'll use that. Unless, of course, it gets interrupted, which we knew practically was going to happen. Let's call an audible. Ay, 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 ay. Can we just all get along? That'll teach ya. Ouch. Let's see here. I don't like it when games put in heavy breathing or heartbeat sounds. It makes it seem more intense. Yeah, right? I thoroughly enjoyed Quantum Break as well. Oh yeah, that might have added to the experience there too. That reminds me, I did play Amnesia Rebirth. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's horrible. It is terrible, terrible, terrible. Slow down, seriously. What was the guy who could speed her up again? Lay sigh, lay say, lay say, lay sigh. Oh, seriously? Even with the Firefly slowing him down, such a cheater boss. Uh-huh. Oh boy, oh boy. You guys just all need to die. Everybody needs to die, 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 die. Ooh. We've not killed anything yet. I would be very appreciative if one of you guys could die. Eh. Oh, he's like, eh. Because I'm a boss, and you can't interrupt a boss without getting your asterisk handed to you. Ugh, I'm just Just not a fan of that mechanic. That has got to be the worst mechanic ever made. I stopped just starting a session or two, because just before I played Contrast for my backlog, and the dark themes of failed parenting were getting to me. Ooh. Um, and while Amnesia Rebirth isn't so scary, the story also hit on parenting and put me in a really sour mood. I'm gonna back to it sometime in the future. I don't know, dude. That sounds pretty intense. You know, that sounds pretty gnarly. It does, it does, it does. I'm not a fan of those walking simulator or hide and seek horror games, but people do like streaming them. Yeah, I'm not a fan of walking simulators, but especially like the hiding game or the jump scares and the hiding games. I'm really bad at stealth games, hiding games, anything along those lines, and the reason why is because they require patience. And as you guys can tell, I'm not the most patient gamer ever made. I don't think you should have to be patient when playing games. You play games to relax. All my life, I have to be patient. I have to be patient with myself. I have to be patient with my family. I got to be patient with my friends at work. I got to be patient, with traffic, right? Like, so I don't want to constantly be, um, patient in a game. That to me is not having fun. It's like the opposite of having fun. That's like work. That's the stuff I had to stand in line. I had to be patient. I got to go to the post office, pick up. I got to be patient. Like, why do I want to be patient in a game too? Wow, this mode is definitely mislabeled when they say this is casual. This is and that you're just here just to enjoy and relax and enjoy the story. Because there's no way you're enjoying the story when you have to spend this much time in a boss battle. Or just enjoying the story, I should say. And these guys are still hitting hard. I hope all of you die in burning light. And lightning strikes. Don't forget those. I love the sound of dogs just howling. Aww. Interrupted his spell casting. So freaking rude. No, you guys are going... Oh, come on! Seriously! He's so fast on the timetable. What is he smoking? Yeah, you better stay dead. Stay dead. Gotta be patient in those fishing mini games, right? Like, if they can make those mini games fun, but a lot of times they're just kind of grueling, or they're just about sitting there waiting for the thing to bob. If they make you wait too long, then it's not fun. What about the little girl, Jen? What will she do, abandoned, forgotten? If she waits too long, it'll bring more pain. We've got to tell her then. I don't know, am I supposed to tell her or go down and hit this X button? I'm just gonna hit the X button first, see what's there. Rebirth does have more jump scares than mechanics in the original, so that's a bit disappointing. Oh, the lowest of the lows. Oh, maybe I should have went and told her first. Can I go back? I can go back, alright. Valuable crystal, I could take it to the market. Margaret and I could go at any moment. I'm always seeking profit. Alright, let's just go and tell her before we forget that all of her family's been eaten. But it's all for the best. It's fine. You'll get more parents. They're just like Pokemon. You just gotta catch them all. Oh, hello. Free treasure chest. Do-do-do-do. So did Aurora grow suddenly without explanation? No, there's an explanation coming. Just went out a while ago, but it's all right since my parents are coming. What do we do until they come into sight? Can I play my flute? Yes, please. It will make the night bright. Aurora, she makes two, just like you. What does it mean? She's heavy too. My mother sang that song to me long ago, while she was alive. Oh, little one, we've got to recover the lost son and bring on the day. Please come. The day will stop the Dark Queen. Wait until I use my magic. I will make her scream. Oh, well, Jin's just a vicious little person, and now she's part of our team. Oh, look at that, 16 points. Oh, she does backward slams. And yeah, the game said not to worry about her growing older because they just beat a dragon, right? Argument solved. Argument solved. Mm-mm-mm. This is true. This is true. True, true, true. Hmm. A sad song that pushes the target 20% back on the timeline. I don't know. I think I'll just get her up on this tree. There we go. What else do we have for him here? We were heading towards big and beautiful things here on the top. And then with him, we were working towards that one down there. And our ratty friend, our mousy friend, whatever, we're headed down over in this direction. And then this jester over here. And then this one. Just knocking out some skill points here. All right. And Aurora with a greater defense. Oh dear. Oh, that one takes 2 points. I was hoping for a Lion King 8 coming of age thing, as if Aurora had been in this coma world for years. It's a circle of life. And it's all about dream. So how? I mean, I feel like maybe towards the end, but is this like towards the end? Is it another hour, 2 hours, 5 hours? Like that's the rough thing, Like I feel like if it was like gonna be another 3 to 4 hours, I definitely would be making this, stopping here and make this another session. If it's gonna be just a little bit more, then maybe we just need to tough it out. Last dungeon. Last dungeon. All right. All right. We're in. Oh, that is him. Magic, 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 magic. Action. Wildfire. Sure, that's gonna be very helpful. Fire resistance. He looks like he's made out of whatever. Oh, vulnerable to lightning. You're one of those lightning people. Uh-huh. Do you like the metal sound of that staff when he knocks you upside the head with it? It's just this nice big clonk. Isn't there one more chapter? Well, I don't know. You guys tell me. I have not played this game before. I could not tell you. Monsoon all very long. Where's my little sprite here? We need to make sure to keep this guy nice and steady. Oh, jeez. I let my finger go for a second. Now he's going to interrupt them both, mother fudgesicles. And I just want the battles to go over as quickly as I can, and it doesn't happen when they keep getting interrupted. Again, this is supposed to be casual, enjoy the story mode. Not sure I'm enjoying the story. Just die. Everybody needs to die. Oh, do 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 do. Critical hit. Yeah. Ay ay ay. Mm-mm. Wow, 300 points of damage and Pumpkin's still standing. Somebody ate his Cheerios. Yep, still standing. Things have too many hit points. Seriously. Too many hit points. He's not a boss. He shouldn't be able to take that much punishment. Nah, this is the last dungeon. Can I play with your glowing ball? Hey, just one bounce against the wall. Not nice at all. Perhaps at some point it was a sign. Ah! No, 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 no! Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. I saw that arrow and tried to get away, and it arced just perfectly the way I ran. You were like, no! Oh, boy. Monsoon lightning strike. Enjoy the power of being interrupted yourselves while you're being slowed down. Doop, 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 doop. Lightning strikes for everybody. Bring down the thunder, the power of Thor. Okay. Jeez. Level up, level up. Yep, 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 yep. Jin, where did you learn magic with such speed? From the book of Piscean spells I love to read. Got a little juice there. Got a little juice there. Ah! Really? Really, really? Give me that. Ignilis, help me. How do you know my name? You and me were both elementals. Sparks of light summoned from the ethereal plane. Seriously, I don't remember any plane. You were young, just bored. Bright lights like you always forget. Oh, to return to that everlasting morn. It is glorious, brighter than bright, crackling with dancing light. And more fireflies like me live there. Thousands, all our brothers and sisters fair. I miss it so. A Piscean enchanter called me here. An ogre stole him to the deep. From the queen of the night I escaped, but to make the jump home I am too weak. Ignorless, I need your aid, don't you see? You must channel powers and summon more elementals to help me! Jin's actually OP from what I heard. Well, she's like one of the last people you get, if not the last one, so probably she should be. They have risen. Where? I am so tired. They cannot hear me. The elementals are scattered. Guidance from you is required. Those lost lights to me. I sense two in the forest, two in the plains, and two at the sea. Sparks like you, circling shrines. With their power from this world, I can break free. Aurora, I want to help. Can we? Ignorless, we will bring them back certainly. No, we're not. No, no, these lights are not coming back. Screw you. Screw your lights. That sounds like the world's largest fetch quest. Not doing it, buddy. Oh, well, we'll do one because he happens to be on the way. Is he nearby? To the shallows of the sign we'll see fly. This game has an intricate new game plus mode where you can lays all the characters in. Don't worry, there's no way I would do a new game plus of this. No way. Absolutely 0% chance. That battle system is not fun, which is like the key reason to do a new game plus. I guess you could maybe see a little extra story or something, but no. No, 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 no. Nails to the no. Ah, thought I could get past that. I guess not. Do a new game plus on expert. You are a mean person, aren't you? You are definitely mean. Alright, got electricity crackling through crystals. Cute, don't care. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch. Alright, let's see here. Just keep working our way through this and see what we can find. It's lost in the dark. Yeah, we're not here to fight you, buddy. I don't want to fight anything more than I don't have to. No. Where's my stupid Firefly? Get over here. Heal me. Serve me, Firefly. I do a new game plus mode on. It's just wrong. Do a new game plus mode on. That's just so wrong. More quicken elixirs. Defense Stardust. Okay. Defense elixir. Firefly elixir times 3. Can't you see? There, let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys something. Does anybody know, like, I'm one of those few people. I don't know how to put this in the form of a question, but I'm one of those few people. Everybody on Backtrack has heard that has beat which Grandia game? 3. Grandia 3. I beat Grandia 3. Grandia 3 has one of the worst stories Horrific voice acting. I just horrible, horrible. But does anyone know why I played the crapoli out of 3? Anybody? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it really showed in the story and the plot and stuff. But I played all the way through. Most games I don't beat. Why did I beat Grandia 3? His breath is shallow. Situation's dire. Father is dying. I think I beat Grandia Extreme too. Let me see which one it was. Let me see if I beat Grandia Extreme. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on a second. Let's look this up real quick, right? Need a little break here. So let me look this up real quick. We're gonna share this together with our display. Let me just look up Grandia Extreme. I'm pretty sure I did Extreme, but let me look. I'll know if I see like the screenshots and stuff. More of a visual person. Okay, nope. I think I did Grandia 3. I didn't do this one. Nope. But Grandia 3, which had the horrible voice acting and everything else, everyone hated. Everyone, just so many people hated that. Let's see here. Grandia 3. Uh, well, I got 7.6. That's not too bad. Oh, hey, look, we got a review from RP Gamer. Tyler Willis. February, published February 23rd, 2006. Tyler Willis. No relation. No relation to me whatsoever. Holy cow, gave it a 4.5 because of its minor faults. Are we thinking about the same game? Is this not the game? Yeah, the airplane. This is the one with the really bad story and voice acting, right? The one where his mother looks like she's like 2 years older than he is? We're talking about this game, right? But is this, am I on the right game? Am I on the right game? The Grandia 3 was the one with the really, really bad story, right? Yeah, 2 out of 5, which is okay, you know, lower than okay, lower than average. Okay, I just want to make sure I have the right one. But I love the hell out of the game. Apparently Tyler Willis did too. Maybe having the last name. I wouldn't have given it a 4.5 out of 5, but I really enjoyed the hell out of the game. And I beat that game even though I don't beat most games that I play and I touch. And why? Because the battle system in this game was so effing good. The story was so bad, I didn't want to see the end. I didn't care about the end. But I went on my way to find random encounters in that game because the battle system was so addictive. Star Renegade, story is barely there. Why did I play Star Renegade over and over again? Because the battle system is so good. Child of Light, sorry, they stripped all the fun out of the Grandia battle system, and what you're left with is not something I would want to replay. It's something I no. It's only you guys who are keeping me going because I would have quit this a long time ago. The intro, you're right. The intro song is pretty badass in Grandia 3. You're absolutely right. I play it all the time. In fact, I use it as an intro song, I think, on one of our backtracks or something. It's really good. Give me 1 second. I drank a little too much of that Utah water, so I need to do that. I won't be away for too long here. I'll actually just put on a commercial and then I'll come right back. Let us turn off that display capture though, because that kind of gets in the way. And well, the funny thing is that music keeps going. Whatever. Just go into here and turn it off real quick, and then I will be right back. Yeah. All right. Be right back. I've been playing Rogue and games like it since the 80s. From Rogue to Zogban to Azure Dreams, I went on countless adventures in the land of RNG. Then, about a decade ago, gaming creators showed us that the formula found in Rogue could be applied to other types of games with mass appeal. Nowadays, we have countless roguelikes to choose from, but only the best roguelike RPGs make the cut on my list. On this show, I give each game a chance to show me what it's got. Success means that it secures a place on the wheel of Rogue, while failure means the game is banished, never to be seen again. The stakes could never be higher. Join me as I give today's game 1 hour to impress. I've returned. Um, I'm back. I am back. I am back. I'm back. Back, and we will put this music back up here, and hopefully we just basically went to the boss and circumvented. But normally grinding games, I would have fought every single one of those random encounters along the way, and I would have enjoyed them. Um, but no, here I just no skip them all. Just let's just get this. Let's just do this and see the story and see how it comes out. I am genuinely interested in the plot and the story, but for me personally, plot and story is not enough to make me want to go through more of those battles. I would just YouTube it and watch the end. But you guys are pulling me through the power of your friendship. Your energy is coming to me through the airwaves. Um, Kitty. Oh, where's Kitty? Here, boo. Here, Kitty. Come here. Well, come here. Come here. Come here. Here, kitty. He's debating whether or not it's worth it. Here, kitty. Well, come here. Nope, he's not going to do it. Um, nope, now he's coming back because, the FOMO's kicking in, right? Because I stopped talking to him. And so he's like, should I come up there? Should I not come up there? But now he's not paying attention to me. So maybe I missed some free pets. Here, kitty. Well, come here. I think he'll come back in a minute if I ignore him. Anyways, roguelike and roguelites were always difficult for me to know the difference. Battle system now, the intro song. Yeah, the intro song. Oh, bad battle system. So, Rogue, back in the day with the original Rogue, where you'd run dungeons. That's the first game you see on that little trailer right there. Hold on, we're gonna get some cutscene. What's that sound? Stand your ground. That's the weirdest looking enemy. It doesn't look very intimidating at all. Um, so, traditional Rogue, ugh, was was a game. The old Rogue was a game where you go through a dungeon in a DOS screen and you work your way. It's all randomly procedurally generated. And if when you died, because eventually most 99% of the time you would die, when you died, you would have to start completely all over from scratch. And back in the 80s, that was okay. I mean, because you think about Pac-Man, you think about Super Mario Brothers, you think about all those. I mean, you kept dying over and over. You have to start them all over from the beginning. But you got better each time you played, right? That's how you. That's how you. What do you call it? That's how you progressed. You progressed as a player. Well, and your knowledge of the game, which would make you a better player. So there was that. Then later on there was a lot of games like Rogue. I mean, Rogue was pretty successful, and the idea of procedurally generate, and it was really cool because you could just, back in the 80s, the way you made games replayable is by making them so dang nabbit freaking hard that people just they would play the same content over and over again, try to get things frame perfect, especially those old Nintendo games. But whatchamacallit, oh crap, yeah, crap. um But Rogue was really cool because when you would go and play it over and over again, you had a different experience every time. Unlike Mario Brothers, where it was the same boards. So that was really cool. But then a lot of games came out like it, and including a series of games, the Mystery Dungeon games. Um, Shiren Mystery Wanderer, later on Chocobo's Dungeon, but the Shiren the Mystery Dungeon game style of games, they got farmed out very much like Dynasty Warriors farms out the Muso style games, right? Or creates other IPs or deals. Let's get all these guys with lightning, and let me see who's in the front of this so I can slow him down. Make sure my lightning gets off. So let us swap out with Aurora so she can do her own thing. But then we got games like then I think I don't know what was truly the first roguelike game. I could do some research, but the big one that everyone talks about, of course, um, is Rogue Legacy. Because I think, well, you had Splunky, you had Rogue Legacy. I can't remember which one came out first, but Splunky was a real traditional in terms of the fact that you would die, you start over, die, start over. You might unlock a shortcut in Splunky, but that was about it. But in Rogue Legacy, which I think was the earlier one. In no, I can't remember. But in Rogue Legacy, when you died, you had currency that you could unlock future upgrades for future runs. And so there was a sense of progression that was actually intrinsic with the game itself. So that became known as a roguelite. Um, Roguelikes usually have permadeath. Roguelites usually don't. And let me see if I can do something here to kill these guys. Wait. We are going to slash them all. Yeah, slash them all. I'll read your comment here in a second. Just want to slash them all first. Okay. I love to die, but keep currency for upgrade systems. Um, so now there is a double-edged argument with this chaos, and it works like this. You see, with the original Rogue, let's say I bought a new computer and I had to install Rogue from scratch. But I've been playing Rogue for years. What that meant, since I brought my experience to the table, the game was let's pretend like it was balanced. So somebody who knew the game inside and out had a really decent chance of beating the game, right? RNG could kick you in the butt here or there, but for the most part, somebody who's really, really good at the game would beat it more times than not. But with a roguelike game like Rogue Legacy, because there is this progression that's going to continue to happen the more you do your runs, they set the bar of difficulty much higher so that it's difficult even for people who are good at Splunky-like games. Rogue Legacy, platforming type of games. So some of those games like Cell, what's it called? Something Cell? Whatever. It's driving me crazy. Cell. Somebody remind me what that's called. Cell something? Not Splinter Cell. I want to keep saying Splinter Cell for some reason, which is really stupid. But I can't remember what it is. But there's one of these games. It's really popular. Cell something or rather. And the thing is, though, it is so bloody difficult that to get it on your first run is nigh impossible. Even if you're an expert at the game and you play it plenty of times, you need to build up points into the upgrade system because they've made that game super hard. Because if they made it kind of easy, a few upgrades later, it'd be very easy. If they made it balanced, I should say, a few upgrades later, it would become too easy. So, and it's very interesting. In most games, when you're playing like through Mario Brothers, the further you get in the game, the harder the game gets, right? The more Goombas and things that there are, but the better your skill is getting as well, hopefully. So they kind of go up together, right? But in roguelite games, it's almost the opposite. The more time you put into the game, the easier the game gets because you are becoming more powerful as far as your character in the game, aside from your skill. See, in Super Mario or in Rogue, if you don't learn from the game, you will never beat it. But in a roguelite game, even if you're unskilled, if you just keep at it long enough, theoretically, you'd be able to get enough things to beat it, enough upgrades and whatever have you to beat it. So it's an interesting it's an interesting topic of conversation. So both rogue, but the problem is with with pure rogues, roguelikes, people, do feel frustrated in the 21st century that they don't get something, out of it. So video game developers have been tackling this problem from both ends. Some game developers, when they make a roguelite game with progression, they do balance it to where, but if you're really, really good, you do have a decent chance of beating it without the upgrades. Um, some rogue like games that are supposed to give you no progression, what they'll do is they'll give you progressions that don't really make the game any easier. You might unlock secret classes that you can use on future runs. That doesn't make the run any easier. These are just other options. You might unlock, like in For the King, you unlock um, different shopkeepers, different items that will show up on future runs, which are always pulled from a random table anyways, but these new items are added to the table to add greater variety to your future runs. And even though it doesn't make the runs any easier, you have a sense of progression that you're unlocking game content. You know, think about it as like the more you play, Zelda Breath of the Wild or something, you unlock, you know, more colorful outfits. It doesn't make you more powerful, but it gives you different ways to make your character look, right? Dead Cells. That was it. Dead Cells. Yes. So, um, yeah, no, it's very interesting. Um, let's see here. The upgrades need to be balanced. Rogue Legacy, for example, the upgrades made a huge difference. Yeah, yeah. And again, there's nothing wrong. Understand there's nothing wrong with enjoying Rogue Legacy and thinking of it as, enjoying it for what it is and think of it as like, I'm working my way and earning my way up to new upgrades. It's going to help me on future runs. There's nothing wrong. If you like it, you like it. There's nothing wrong with it. But just understand those are some of the design. I love talking game design. And those are some of the game design issues that plague both roguelikes and roguelites. And developers are coming up with better ways to to address them as time goes on. But Rogue Legacy was definitely, I think, the very first really hardcore roguelite experiment and really kind of made those upgrades really kind of necessary at first. But then, yeah, if you kept playing, skill would, at least from what I understand, I've never played it for more than a few minutes, but eventually, skill isn't really a big deal because you're just so umber. Again, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you like. But it's a design thing that they have to work through. Now, you take a look at Mystery Dungeon. So, as I mentioned before, Mystery Dungeon was more of a rogue. It was a very traditional roguelike experience, and what they knew people got kind of frustrated with that, especially since they wanted to make a longer game. Because in the original Rogue, you could get through a good dungeon run in a couple of hours, right? But in Mystery Dungeon, they wanted to make this more epic adventure. Well, imagine you've been playing this game for 25 hours and you die and you get nothing for it. So they did a couple things, and one of them was when you die, instead of just getting a complete game over, starting completely over from scratch, you just wake up in town. You do lose all your experience. You start off at level 1, you lose all that, and you lose any items. But they divide the dungeons into sections, and if you can complete an entire section without dying, then I think you still might lose your level. I can't remember, but for a fact, you get to keep your items. And you can bank them in town. So if your character dies in a future dungeon run, then he can pull some of those items out to help give him more benefit on a future dungeon run. So that kind of gave a weird sense of progression. And some of those items could be upgraded. So that was kind of cool too. Um, and there, you can have a debate about whether that makes it a roguelike or a roguelite. It's not a big advantage, but it's more like preparation. But yeah, that's another, interesting thing. Um, it's very cool. But I love roguelikes and roguelikes. Now, there is what we call traditional roguelikes. We mentioned roguelikes are where you die. They're procedurally generated. When you die, you're dead. You start over again from the beginning. That doesn't mean you can't have any progression as long as those progressions don't really contribute to the success of your future. On Slay the Spire, for example, when you die, you get some XP, but that XP doesn't help your future runs. It helps to unlock other classes that you can play, for example, or unlock other cards on that class or something that will show up on future runs, as we mentioned before. But traditional roguelikes are basically turn-based dungeon crawlers, focus usually on a single character, maybe some sidekicks, but that are AI controlled, but nothing. It's not multiplayer, um, and those are considered traditional roguelikes. And I've got quite a few of those. that really, channel the spirit of the original Rogue hard. Whereas more modern roguelites and roguelikes, I mean, anything's a roguelike nowadays. Dead Cells is an action game, it's a roguelike, or Slay the Spire, it's a card game, it's a roguelike. So we say traditional roguelikes, we're talking about those games that really are very similar to Rogue and more in the fact that they're turn-based, dungeon crawling, RPGs, usually with survival mechanics of some sort. And that doesn't mean they have to be fantasy. They can be set in space. I got one that's set in like the future. That's really cool. So let's see what you guys say now that I've ranted. Uh, but you get fun out of it. Yeah, as long as you're having fun. That's the most important thing. Whether you play roguelike or roguelike, you like the harder road of a roguelike, you like the progression systems of roguelites. The important thing is that you're having fun. You do you. And both of them are pretty popular, but um, then you start getting into, the action ones, the shoot 'em up ones, the RPG ones. Um, but every, some are more popular than others, but that doesn't make your opinion on it any less valid as far as what you like. I love traditional roguelikes. They don't usually sell as much as Slay the Spire, and certainly not as much as Dead Cells, but it doesn't mean I can't be considered a fun game. I think those are super fun. I play them all. I play the popular ones and I play the unpopular ones. And I'm glad that there's developers making both. I never thought we'd have this day and age where we would have so many Rogue, that so many games would be inspired, though, by Rogue and its approach to game design. Um, and all the different variations we have. Even 12 years ago, we didn't have very many of these. It was really when Rogue Legacy came out. And then we got Binding of Isaac. And then these doors were just flung open. It's very, very cool and exciting. All right, Jen, since you're so awesome, let's see what you can do. Jump forward jig. Backward slam, sure. And can we get you out with somebody who actually does some... Maybe if we do some lightning, maybe? Oh. Oh, she hits her harp. I was like, what's that music noise? Oh yeah, that does a lot more damage. Yeah, that kind of puts him way back on the timeline. That definitely is very effective. Um... Ah, where's my little helper guy? Where'd he go? Get back up there. Yeah, she does seem pretty powerful. I mean, she's practically stun locking his butt. He's like, don't hit me with the lightning. Please don't hit me with the lightning. Oh, you are so getting hit by the lightning. I mean, eventually he will get an attack here because it's affecting less and less each time. But he might be dead by then. One more, though, should do it. In a world that's on fire, but at least the gaming is good, right? Dead Cells is very difficult, even with all the upgrades. The upgrades do not carry you through a run. Well, that would be the question. Like, you can design your roguelike to where, let's say, a 10 difficulty is what's needed for the vast majority. Like, let's say 10 difficulties only the best of the best can beat a 10 difficulty, right? Let's say Dead Cells is a 13 until you get some upgrades. And then it, like what I was saying before, it gets easier as it goes on. I never said necessarily had to be so easy anybody could get through it, but generally speaking, those progressions keep stacking and stacking, stacking. So even if it starts off at a 13, most roguelites will go down to a 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. As long as you put the time in, they may slow down the progression so it gets harder and longer and stays challenging and challenging. But it is also possible for a roguelite to start out at either 13 or even start off at 10, it doesn't matter, or an 8, and just get you to a few points down with improvements. It would still be considered a roguelite. Again, doesn't make any less of a valid experience or whatever have you. But yeah, Dead Souls or Dead Cells. I wonder if I should have had it cast there, shouldn't I wonder if does it continue? Does it have a perpetual improvements, right? Does it stop eventually at a certain point, or does it slow down so much it practically might as well stop? I'm not very familiar with it. It looks like a fun game, as long as you don't mind dying all the time, which is kind of a given with roguelike games. Part of the fun is just seeing, like with Rogue, I never beat Rogue, but it was fun just to see how far I could get. That was the whole fun of it. I have pumped this guy. This guy's a hit point sponge. I have popped this guy with so much lightning, it's not even funny. And stay dead. Wow! Wow, she just gained like 3 levels all at once. Wow, that's a lot of levels. Yeah, you're right, she is kind of OP. She definitely made that combat. She made that combat much easier than some of the other boss combats and stuff we fought so far. So, um, there's a lot of upcoming, mostly action roguelike titles. What world continues gaming? Moogle, you're funny. Um, I don't know. Well, we got moons. The gate to Sun Palace goes. It's never been shut before. In the blue, do we see any clues? Here stands the Explorer's Four. For once, a puzzle I think I pretty much got a handle on. We'll use the old mouse for this one, I think. Oh, no. Oh? I thought I was just gonna like... Oh, wait. Do I have a Oh, there we go. There we go. Something must have gone wrong. Perhaps there's an order, like a song. Yeah, I got your order right here. Huh. Really? They're like, oh, you thought you were gonna get this one easy. No, no, you're not. Eh. The first one lit. The path of the eclipse. This must be it. Really? You don't want to do like more of these? Do I have to do like all 4? No? I'm very confused right now. And I just want this to kind of get to the end, so yeah. Something must have gone wrong. Perhaps there's an order like a song. I got your order right here. Ah! Ah, sigh. You gotta wait for him to recharge. Dead Cells, you can get all the upgrades and then there's no more. You'll mostly be unlocking different types of weapons and skills. Ah. So, yeah, you could definitely see that. Maybe it starts out at 13 and ends at a 9, or, gets to a point where there's very few upgrades left, but you're at a 9. Yeah, could see that. So, do you think I should do these other ones next? We have a curly, swirly thingy like that. We didn't like the horseshoe. Oh, that's a horseshoe. That's a horseshoe. Huh. Oh, ugh. Oh, yeah, I'm so stupid. It's these things. Okay, so there's a spear. There's a seashell. There's the horse shell. And there's... Ah, stop it. Hmm. Antidote. Yay, I was really hoping for some more of those guys. I was really hoping for some more of those. Okay. All right. Gotta get serious about this. What do we do next? We got the tip of the spear that points up like an arrow. That would go down there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. It wants the conch first. All right. We know it's not the shoe, so it has to be this guy next, which... There we go. All right. Now the spear, maybe. All right. There we go. All right. All right. We're making progress here. Get it in there. Whoa! I figured out a puzzle without Googling it. Yay, go me. I'm so smart. I love puzzles. Puzzles are the bestest in the whole wide world. Oh boy, locked door's in my way. Wait, what the hell? Oh, we just can't let me into this thing without another damn puzzle. Seriously. See, you said, Phil, this is the last dungeon. What you didn't tell me is like 13 floors with 18 puzzles and 500, encounters. All right, what gives here? What's this? What's the trick? Oh, guess I can go up here. She is jump forward jig. Paralyze. Paralyze all very long. Well, I think they would all love to be paralyzed. Oh, they look very happy paralyzed. Oof. That looked painful. That looked painful. Well, she is a pretty painful character. She sets him up. Backward slam. Someone's gonna get the slam. Enjoy it. Reap. You reap what you sow. Oof. Well. See, that looks like a fast forward deal. Now that didn't put him too far back. Oh. Oh, 200 points. Very not fair. Very not fair. You also sow what you rip. Let's get in. Can we just die now? Please just die. We'll pay you to die. Thank you. We'll mail you a check. Oh, lovely. We're gonna have one of those days. I love these things. Phew. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get around him. Yes, I am. Ah, these guys are everywhere. But we will succeed. doubling all my game estimate times on my spreadsheet. 12 hours, my ass. My ass. Ah! Oh, not these boulder things again. I thought we were past these things. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see if we can interrupt them with a tumble all. And bring in our good friend Robert to slow them down. Oh, seriously? 179 points! Jeez, oh frickin' Pete's. 170 freaking points. Oh, there's the heartbeat in my ears again. Doop doop, doop doop, doop doop. Just can't get ahead on these guys. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. The idea that enemies get extra attacks when you interrupt their attack, the whole purpose of interrupting their attack is so they don't get attacked, not that they get a free attack. Oh, this game designer needs to be... Ugh. Definitely would not want to do a new Game Plus on this. Yeah, dead bird. Dead bird in the middle of the road. Yeah. And y'all play, so, you know, with the traditional roguelikes, those are kind of like your mystery dungeon games and the such. Got a whole list of mystery dungeon games here. Say, turn that on. Did I list of traditional roguelikes? So there's a list of the traditional roguelikes that I own. Sorry, it's kind of behind the purple line, but you kind of get the gist. Um, are those any of those games there that any of y'all like? You played before? Any thoughts on them? Love to hear from you. Damn bird. When are these guys gonna die? We got Rogue, Tangled Deep's a good one, Rogue Empire. Stay dead. Nobody likes you. We need to heal poor guy up. Haven't played any of them, but have some of them on my wish list. Definitely have to play some more. We did play a couple on the Night of Rogue. We did play a couple of these. Feel the lightning. Vulnerable to lightning. There we go. Oh. Well, this looks lovely. We got some more skill points because we do. Oh, really? Oh, I need 2 more levels for that one. Dead skunk in the middle of the road. For some reason I got this skunk song in my head. It's probably not healthy. It's probably not okay. So I was even playing this game too long. You get dead skunk songs stuck in your head. Let's see. The knockback. A song that pushes him back. We'll continue to do that way. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, that just skewered like that went right through her. Okay. Well, this looks exciting. No way I'm gonna get hurt here. Oh, surprised I did that. Ooh, we just want out. Alright. Looks like maybe it's the final stage. Might be the final stage. Oh, my stars, Aurora. Look at you, such fair skin and hair that shines. A shame of a foul bloodline. Give birth to locks so fine. A princess would never dirty her dress, cavorting with insects and common folk. How dare you insult my friends? What are you, some kind of joke? A double-crosser like you wears mud as her cloak. Enough! Aurora, you're just a perfect disgrace, and I aim to put you in your place. Alright, let me check. I just want to check. Yeah, we're still on casual. I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally switch it back to expert, because, you know, some of these battles are kind of hard. How's Tangled? It reminds me of some of the spider games, like Averum. Avertum. Yeah, I mean, definitely graphical-wise, you'll definitely see some of that, no doubt. She just went up there, left me in all this poison haze, very rudely, I might add. What's this? It's a wheel. Oh boy. Eek. Alright, you guys gonna have to give me a minute, because apparently I need to focus and do this as quickly as possible. Open up this door. Not gonna open up this door. Don't think I go through there. Okay, gotta go through here. Hey, but there's always time for treasure. Oh, got a bird right in front of it. Aha! Oh. Well, gonna have to attack him. That's a shame. I was trying to avoid him. Let's see. Let us pull out Robert. Slow him down with some arrows. Hinder all long time arrows. Okay. Game seems longer than you thought. I know, right? Oh, it's the last dungeon, Phil. I know, my wife's gonna kill me. Just like, I hate it when games do this. I should have just been like, you know, I'm calling it. I know. See, now. I knew it. Gonna be up all night. Wow, very rude of these guys. And we will slash them all day long. Oh, we enjoyed that. Paralyze. Paralyze all. Where's my... I hate this bird. Bird can die. Up all night playing video games. That must suck. I know, right? Well, it would. It would. It does suck because it's this game. I don't know. I really do like the combat, the color, not the combat. That's the wrong word. I do like the color and the animation. It's just the combat. I just not a fan of how they butcher the Grandia system. I'm not sure how this didn't get addressed in the reviews. I must be the only person who really loves Grandia enough to be able to tell a counterfeit when I see one. Let's go back to Finn, get us some lightning spell here really quick. Okay, you're dead. Okay, pull it open. Get her done. No, go ahead and pull it back open. Thank you. Alright, here we go. We passed our little puzzle. Ah! It's turned into velocity. Oh my god. Oh wait, I need that. Oh, there's extra pressure coming from beneath. Ah! But I want the goodies. Ah! Ah! I wanted more goodies. Revive. Yeah. Probably gonna need those. Ugh, no more exchanges. Your trick shall not haunt me. A ruler you will never be. This is the end of your family. Don't worry, you'll rejoin their number. Our land shall be up top, yours down under. Ooh, ah. Oh. Oh, goodness. That is a rather large, ugly thingy. Wow. Wow. And he's gonna go really quick here. Let's swap him out and see what a quick physical attack does. And we'll just defend for now. Okay, interrupting the tentacles doesn't do anything bad. Got some tentacles here. They're gonna go pretty quick. Other guy's not gonna be able to interrupt them anytime soon. Where's my little guy at? Let's have you interrupt at least one of them. Smack him around. See if I can speed somebody up here. Action! Let's get our haste up. I like both Grani and Child of Light's take on it. God bless you, Moogle, because I don't know if you were here earlier when I was dealing with the bosses on expert, but even on normal, it's just the fact that I think what this really takes away from Grandia's system um, is the fact that well, one of the biggest problems is that the enemies, the big enemies especially, have this ability that when you cancel their attack, they get an automatic attack. That sometimes heals them, sometimes smacks you so hard it's not even funny. The whole purpose of canceling an attack is to feel cool because you canceled an attack. And they don't. It's not like your characters ever get anything for being canceled. It's only the enemies. They cancel. Like it just makes no sense. You're canceling their attack. Why do they get a free attack? I don't get it. I don't get it. And this isn't like something like in some RPGs, enemy will prepare a defense, and when you attack them while they're defending, they do a counterattack. They prepare to counterattack. Or in some RPGs, there's a 10 or 20 or whatever percent chance that you or an enemy will always be able to counterattack. You know, that's a gift. That happens. But in this Child of Light game, it's not even that the enemies get a counterattack. It's they get a free extra attack out of nowhere when you interrupt their original attack. And sometimes that counterattack, so to speak, is worse than their original attack. So thank you for using the game mechanics that are so important, makes the game fun. The interruption thing is what makes Grandia fun over, let's say, Final Fantasy. Um, Thank you for using that. Here's your reward. Smack! And then it kicks you in the cojones. It does it. Just smacks you around. Traditional. Let me turn that guy off so it doesn't bother you guys. Oh, he said, no, it even happens with regular enemies, Moogle. Some regular enemies. Mind you, not all of them. But it's more, it's not the fact, it's not even so bad that course bosses get to break some rules or bend some rules or do some things that weren't defined for the character. Of course, monsters get special abilities all the time. Bosses especially get special abilities. Even monsters get, I mean, they're monsters, right? But it's just that this one directly goes in the face of the game design of Grandia, which is you interrupt a boss, you feel cool, you knock them back for a minute, you know, that sort of thing. It's directly tackling the core. But you can like it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say you can't like it. It's just what personally I believe is a very bad design decision. Um, let's see. And you got like Star Renegades that does the Grandia battle system really well. There's no such thing, like the bosses there are really brutal. Really brutal. They'll give you a real run for your money, but they're not going to, yeah, do this kind of silliness. Because it would, again, why would you interrupt the bosses if they could just counterattack you? Not counterattack, yeah, like, yeah, counterattack, I guess, is probably the best word for it right now. Can I get you? Okay, it's this guy over here. This one? This one. Not gonna get him, am I? Okay. I just figured that interrupting a boss meant that they don't use whatever potentially scary thing they would have used, but something else is instead. Well, I'm telling you, like, it depends, but some of those counterattacks were actually worse than the regular attacks. Abso-freaking-lutely. It just depends. And not always, but definitely. I mean, it was a lot. I mean, ultimately, there were some that were better, some that were worse, and after playing, like, all 4 or 5 bosses now, it ended up being a wash, is what it ended up being. And it should have, like I said, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you came out ahead and he only did like a slight counterattack or half damage or some more minor effect, it wouldn't be such a big deal. Like one of the bosses, when I attacked him, he would attack me hard for like 100, 150 points, whatever. But when I interrupted him, he slowed down all my party members. That was his reaction. He would do it 100% of the time. And when you slow down all the party members, even if they're hasted, they go automatically to slow. They don't go to normal, they go to slow. So that, and since it's him and his 2 cahoots, they basically get 6 or 7 attacks on me before I get to go again. It was almost a guaranteed party wipe for basically doing what the game is supposed to let you do. So what you end up doing is just making sure you never interrupt a boss when you go through a second playthrough. Like, okay, don't interrupt the boss. It's kind of like my job. You don't interrupt the boss. He doesn't like it. He really doesn't. He doesn't like to be interrupted. Oh, he didn't even spend any time on the timeline. He just went. He just went straight to the end. He's like, screw you. Grab some more of my little juice here for my guy. Let me see. Actions. We're gonna get 2 attacks here. We'll just defend. Defend, defend, defend. Only about 2,300 for us. Yeah, we're trying to get through this. It's still canceling a potentially bigger attack they were planning to do. Yeah, I wish it was, but it does sometimes. A lot of times it didn't. Let's give some ultimate armor. That sounds good. To her. Oh, now he ain't giving anybody ultimate armor. Let me get... We got them on the back end of the timeline. It's a good time to try to slow them all down with Robert, who's almost dead. Slow them all down, Robert. Good luck. Hinder all very long. Let's see if we can slow down this tentacle over here. Give you half a sport and chance. And we need to swap you out with your brother who can heal, or your sister. Try to get some healing in here. I think of it as adding death. Like you said, if the whole point of the system is to always go for the interrupt, then it just means you're following the same strategy for the whole game. The counter gives you a strategic choice of is it worth interrupting this particular enemy rather than blindly interrupting everything. So, well, I'm not trying to sound too argumentative, but it's an oversimplification to say it in a Grandia game or a Star Renegade or any of these games that you always go for the interrupt. Because it's a risk. See, part of these what makes Grandia so great is like, let's say right here, you see where my Jester is at the beginning of the cast, and there's 2 tentacles right behind him, right? They're going to be in the cast zone soon, and my Jester's got a head lead. I could try to go and interrupt them by, sicking a faster attack on them, right? But if I'm too fast, my attack will happen before they hit the line, and he'll just do a little bit of damage, and he'll be wide open. Conversely, if they got a really fast attack lined up, they can hit the end of the cast while he's attacking, and they can interrupt him. I don't know what, in this particular game, now other games do it differently, but in this game, I don't know what they're doing next. So I should never blindly choose interrupt. In Grandia, there was always a risk versus reward and a weighing in your mind. That's what made it so satisfying. There was always kind of a risk versus a reward in there. So there's always kind of a trade-off that you have to consider. But yes, what happens is when the boss has an auto attack that's very, very strong, that you almost never want to use, basically activate. You might as well just take his full. Honestly, in some of those boss battles, I was just like, let me just take it on the chin and not interrupt him because his counterattack was harder. What you've done now is you've taken away the choice from the player. You've made it, you've taken away that depth of the game. Why run the risk? Because, there's always a risk. There's always a risk when you go for the interrupt that the boss will get there first. We've seen it happen here several times in the last fights I was in. I haven't got too caught with my britches down too much in this particular fight. But yeah, it kind of makes the battles more two-dimensional or one-dimensional. And then they become like just grind. It just becomes us trading blows with each other like a normal JRPG. Where you're just going back and forth, attack, defend, attack, defend, attack, defend. And that's why I don't think it's a great design decision, because I actually think it takes away the fun of Grandia. It takes away the strategy and depth of like, do I take this risk? Do I not take this risk? Because the counterattack was 100%. I knew what the counterattack was. What I didn't know was his attack was going to be, but I knew I knew what 3 or 4 attacks he keeps cycling through. And if I interrupt him to get the counterattack, thinking the counterattack is going to be lesser, I don't know for a fact I'm actually avoiding it rather than just delaying the inevitable because he's going to use it next round. I don't know because I didn't know what he was going to pick. This game doesn't show you what the enemy's going to do next. So it's interesting discussions. It's interesting game design. And a lot of people, maybe I might be in the minority on this anyways, because I think the game got generally really great reviews. But I can see my RP Gamer review if I was doing an RP Gamer review of it, because I would give the graphics and the graphics like a really high score, and the story a pretty darn good score. The music a pretty darn good score, but the combat, this would not do it for me. See, like right there, I tumbled all, which was a longer attack, and I could have been sacked by those two guys had they chose a faster attack. It was a risk. It's a risk. Now, he hasn't been doing too many. He has not been too. In fact, I don't think this boss has done any interrupt counter attacks. Yeah, I haven't seen any. So this one's actually a more typical Grandia, more of a Grandia fight. We need to slow these guys down some. Uh-oh, uh-oh. See, I took a risk here. I took a risk, and I'm going to pay the price. Oh, no, he attacked the Jester. So RNG saved me there, because my mouse almost got interrupted there. See, that's the beauty of the Grandia system. You're like, ooh, did I make the right choice? Did I make the right choice? It's kind of like rolling the dice when you play D&D, and that feeling of rolling the dice, but you're playing with the timetables because you don't know what the boss is going to do. Now, in Star Renegade, what they've done is they've taken all the guesswork out of it. You know exactly how long everything's going to take. Everything's on a time bar, and you just got to think through um, the different impacts of everything. And as long as you think very, very carefully, there's no reason for you to take something you didn't see coming, which is another interesting approach. But typical Grandia does have some randomness to it because you don't know what the monster is going to do on his turn, whether it's going to be super fast, super slow. Let's tumble all these guys here. And let's swap you out with Aurora so she can heal. Yeah, the councils aren't always the fastest or most damaging moves. Like right here, right? So this is if assuming no counterattacks, when I say counterattacks to an interrupt, not a counterattack just because he did a physical attack and the enemy has counterattack. But assuming no Child of Life shenanigans, I could just tumble one of his pieces, and that tumbles pretty quick. But that piece could be doing a really fast move. I saw it moving on the timeline. I don't think it was. See, that's the beauty of it. Were you paying attention? Did you see how fast it started going into the red zone, right? So you're making that decision. Is this tumble going to work before this guy hits the end of the line? Or will this other piece, the head here, that's further along the timeline, get to the end before he gets off the attack? Or do you do tumble all, which could possibly interrupt both of them, but it's a longer cast, so it's a bigger risk. And Child Light does have the little blue thing here that I can throw on this guy that will help slow him down some more. But I think that's pretty risky that the head won't activate its attack. But it may, even if the head gets its attack first, it might attack the other person and not the one who's attacking. Like you got to think through this process, but I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to attack the boss here and interrupt him. And so, he was too fast. Nope, he's too fast. Thankfully he didn't attack me, so I won't get punished too hard, but I won't get to delay his turn either. I don't admire I enjoy it, but yeah, I agree it could be improved upon if you were given more information about the enemy's actions. I mean, that would certainly help. I can't remember if I think Grandia just gave you an idea, though, if they were going to attack or magic. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember exactly how that worked. I played Star Renegade more recently. Star Renegade tells you everything up front. Exactly how long the cast times are going to take and everything else. Let's see. She needs to heal herself. Let me get something on that tentacle before he interrupts her spell casting. See, was able to slow him down there. And the good healing giveth, and the bad guy taketh away. Oh, that tentacle's gone. Probably just to come back. Vulnerable to lightning. Ooh, forgot she had a lightning weapon. Can we bring in a spellcaster? Maybe we can do some more damage with lightning. In Grandia, usually they had sparkles or something to see that they were charging move. Otherwise, they would just attack or defend. Ah. He's really moving slow in that timeline for once. This is actually a much easier boss battle. This is probably not... This is probably like the fake boss before the real boss form. But this is a much easier boss battle than the prior ones we've been doing. He's just taking his time on that timeline. Oh my gosh, what if he's saving up like a super deadly, super disaster move? That wouldn't be good. But in the series, you had to take into account the distance your character had to move. Oh yeah, there was that too. Yeah, there was definitely that. So yeah, you just had these different things you had to calculate. I'm really worried he is saving up the world's biggest kick party ass spell here. That timeline is moving so slow. JCServant's Kiss. Whoa! Yep, that was brutal. At least he didn't kill them both. That would have been game over. Pretty sure we have, revives for this, so not the end of the world. Yeah, now he's moving a lot faster on the timeline. Mental note, when he's doing that, he's really getting ready to kill somebody. Let's swap you out with Jen. And see if we can backward slam this guy. Aw, didn't interrupt him though. That's a loss. Tell you what, Pumpkin's a hit point sponge. Defend, paralyze, paralyze. Let's see how that works on him. Ooh, very close. Paralyze works on bosses. Who would have guessed? That's usually the boss shenanigans you see, yeah, right? The fact that they are always immune to those things. Elevate damage, action, lightning strike. He's gonna run. Well, I can give him some more magic points. We got plenty of magic point potions. Just really need things to die here. Oh, he's limpy. He's all limpy. That's definitely a limpy. Action, heal. Action, magic. We need magic points. Magic points, magic points. Oh, magic points. I like it when a boss has huge hit points and you can poison them, right? And just see them whittle down. Especially if it's like one of those poison deals where it does a percentage of their life and not a fixed amount. And they got those huge pools. That's more fun. Let's have you heal him because he's in a world of hurt. Yeah. Oh, unstoppable. He can't be interrupted anymore. Now, see, that's a good boss ability. He can't be interrupted. With unstoppable, you can't be interrupted, right? So that's, that's the kind of shenanigans you expect to see from a boss. That's fine. You can see that from time to time. Temporarily takes away the benefit of that mechanic. Just not unfair crap-only. Let's see, we'll attack him then. And get off another lightning spell. Like in Final Fantasy where it does 1/8 of the current hit points or something. Yeah. Well, then that was Demi. What was it? Demi and whatever they were called that would do percentages of their health. Oh, you just keep on gathering your strength. Oh, he's doing the really slow thing. Someone's gonna die. He's really saving up this power. Critical hit. Have a nice day. Party prize is waiting in the back. No, my young is dead. The bloodline broke by a babe and her band of primitive folk. You belligerent, bellicose brat. Fortunate for you, I am merciful, stepdaughter. Give me the moon and the stars, and I will let you go home to father. Papa, I'm delirious. It cannot be. My dear Aurora, return to me. Without you now I die. Papa, I love you, but I cannot let the Lemurians die. My Aurora, good. I do. Ha! He gave that crown to you. Haha, Lemuria belongs to me. I will set them free. A little cross there, right? Mm, I like the flute music. Right? Battle's gonna start. By the power of Grayskull! Behold the Princess of Lemuria. Mother? Hello, Aurora. This must be a dream or a spell I am under. No, it is real, my dear. I am here. My heart is full. It is true. I have so much to tell you. Captain I, valiantly you fought to protect the Princess of Light. Come, embrace me, brother. Avo, Finn, your face the dark. You're a man now, you duffer. Margaret, can we spend a little more time together? I'm quite busy. It's dreadful. Oh, but let me take a look at my schedule. Umbra waits near. Until she falls, Lumeria will never be free. Go, make your noble exodus. After all, a princess needs a castle. Rarely. How to fly there quickly? Allow me. Oh, this is cool. Dun 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 dun. Umbra off! Bum bum. Umbra off! Bum bum. Aurora, the exiled child, we share that in common from long ago. Cast out, cursed to walk among the common and the weak. Why a foolish mama left Lemuria, I will never know. Murderer. Righter of wrongs, the greatest civilization we. Descended am I from Symbol the Wise. You from Aaron the Conqueror be. We explorers inherited the world, it is our prize. Princess, welcome home! Heir to the throne! Princess, most certainly not. I am Aurora alone. The stone has crumbled to dust. Empty the halls be. What once is long dead, a failure of a country. The Lemurians survived. Once you are gone, we can build anew and thrive. You would give this land to common tribes. We fight for the citizens of the country and their lives. She's right. This is bigger than me and my family. I raise my sword for the Populi, for the Katagida, for the Aerostati, and the Capilli, for all the Lemuria. Together, we are not afraid of ya. I will do what my mother could not, and stop this heresy. The land is mine to govern as I see fit. It will never be free. In Austria, you evaded my plans. Now the last Aaron will fall. Dun 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 dun. Umbra off. Bum bum bum. Umbra off. Bum bum bum. I know, right? I know. I just this is why they don't invite me out to parties. All right. Hopefully one last battle here, and boy are we running late tonight, but at least it'll be done, I suppose. I will learn a lesson from this about running late again. Unless I'm like actually fighting the boss at 10 o'clock, my time is like gonna be calling it. All right, lightning strike all. No, we need. They're too close to the timeline to do something good. Um, let's try to use overpower pumpkin here. Like knock one of these guys back. Ah, jeez. Remember, casual mode. Casual mode, so casual. Alright, I need to get Robert in here to slow them down. Action. Hinder very long. Start. I need to slow down the guy in the lead, too. Alright. Hinder them. Hinder them all. And let's see if we can get somebody else in here who can... Yeah, maybe haste us all. Shaboom. We're hasted, they're slowed. That's always a good position to be in. Let's see here. We got to get a faster jester in here. It will take the combined forces of all of our friends to take down this foe. Oh, gonna try to interrupt the boss. Not gonna work. Took a risk and I paid the price. Can you tumble another guy? This guy? Interrupt him, at least. There you go. We slow them down. Let us swap out for Jin again. And let's see if we can paralyze them. She seems to be really good at some of that. Oh, she's almost dead. Should probably fix that. Freeze. That is pretty damn special when you could do that. Okay, you have to give Child of Light that. How many times have you played an RPG and you had some sort of really cool status effect spells, but they never work against the bosses when you actually use them, when you need them? And against smaller bosses, or against smaller mobs, those battles go so quick, why would you bother, right? Well, here you go. Child of Light is here for you. I will give the battle system a brownie point in there. It's not... That just takes it up a little bit, because that's nice that the powerful status effect even works on the boss and doesn't invalidate that. So, of course, it also might break this encounter because that's pretty darn powerful. I could just feed her mana potions and keep this boss on standstill, is what I think. Unless they get some sort of increasing resistance to it. Like in Monster Hunter, the way they get around this is the boss builds up resistance, essentially. So the first time you poison them, whatever, paralyze them, it happens pretty quickly. The second time takes longer. The third time, good luck. So that's how they kind of get around it. Let's see here. Paralyze. See, now she doesn't have enough for another paralyze. Jump forward. Backward slam. Don't need that. Could swap out for just a turn and get somebody in here who can do some real damage, like Finn. Try to get like a really nasty all lightning spell maybe. See how well that does. Let's see how well Starlight does. Vulnerable to light, interrupted, so that's where it's at. Of course, that also hurts. So that's pretty cool. We will do more Starlight All since they enjoy that oh so much. Yeah, I just had a thought that if I want to paralyze them again, I probably should have chunked up all magic points before they got to move again. Whoopsie! Ooh, that wasn't very nice. We need to defend. Oh, unstoppable can't be interrupted, but can you be paralyzed? Inquiring minds want to know. So I need to get her magic points, but I don't want to waste her turn. So I think I'd swap out like Aurora, let's say, with... Let's do it with Ruby, Aria, whatever. And then have him use... Oh, puts her turn at the beginning. Whale poop. Potion. We got a magic and a hit point potion here. So we'll use that. It's a final battle. Might as well use the good stuff. Impenetrable. She? Oh, aren't you special? Let's see how special you are when we paralyze all your arses. Eh. Now who's so smart? Time finally use those 99 potions you've been hoarding. Or not, right? It's all about using the potions. Alright, so we're going to go back to this Aurora and having her just use her Starlight on these guys pretty much non-stop. I think that'll be my strategy here. And then use her to use the potions every other turn to recharge her. Because that stunning spell does take a crap ton of magic points. Ah, refreshing. Oh, vulnerable to light interrupted. What a shame. Now wait a minute. Do I try it again? But they're still stunned. Does it length? Oh, let's just do it. Because it only seems to last about 2 turns. Action. Starlight all. There they go. Yep. Oops. I mean, seriously, am I gonna just be able to spam this to the boss? I mean, it's what you always wish you could do in RPGs, but you never can. Just spam like a status effect that just takes them out. Let's see here. We have magic points, hit points. Yeah, that's fine. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, that just looked painful. That just looked painful. Unstoppable potion. Let's get up the 100% hit point and magic point potion on her. Because they're about to move again. They're going to get some attacks in here. That's inevitable. Ouch. Have you defend real quick, because that last attack's going to hurt. Oh, it's just a buff. She should coulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Paralyze all these guys. And let's have you slash them all, maybe? Or at least slash the middle one? I don't know. Is she going to be able to paralyze them before? That's risky. I don't know if it's going to happen here. Is he going to make it first? Interrupted one. There we go. Paralyze all. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Action. We're going to Starlight them all. And use a potion for some magic points. Ooh, the pain. Ooh, the pain. Let's see here. Oh, you can't interrupt the boss because he casted that thing on him. So when he gets his turn, he's gonna hurt somebody. He's gonna hurt him bad. Oh well. We have a healing potion, magic potion, hit point potion. I'll do the oops. Oh, we're out of those. There we go. Oh, sorry, little girl. Didn't mean for you to get into the dragon's breath. Ah! That's not gonna end well. Okay, let's see here. Can we stun them again? We got magic points. Check. Question is, can we get that off before they get to go? Probably. Probably. Maybe not. Shit, pickles. Oh, there we go. At least I didn't interrupt her. And we'll swap you. No, we need you to potion yourself, actually. It's all about potioning yourself right up. Increase magic defense, increase damage. Might hurt to probably increase your damage. Action. Starlight all again. Let's do this. Here they go. Oh, gotta get it off before they do. Feel the burn, baby. Ooh. Ooh. That was just painful. Oh, now it's gonna get painful for me because they're all gonna get a turd, and she's low on health. Potions are pretty quick, I think. I think. Magic potion. Yes, I hear the heartbeat. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Hey, listen! No, she's not gonna get it off on time. She's getting interrupted. Ouch. Have her heal herself and try to get a paralyzation in. Cross your fingers. Oh, barely got. Look at that. Oh my gosh, we got it off. We got it pulled off. Feel the burn, baby. Feel the burn. It's time for light show. And she needs to potion herself back up again. Nice 100% potion should do. Ah, refreshing. Oh, so beautiful. She's already potioned. Swap her out with Finn for a second here and see if we can get something big, something beautiful, something painful. Oh, by all means, come join us in the red zone. The water's great. Now see, his automatic counter to be interrupted was just a strength up, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Yeah, remember boys, this is more fun on Expert. 112% more fun. Oh, we got rid of the little cretins on the side. Well, lovely. Lovely. Let us bring back Jin. And actually, let's buff. Let's do that. Let's buff. Defend, revive, ailment protection, heal, tumble. No, you aren't the right one. I want the other jester. There we go. We want to buff her up. And we'll have her just attack. We'll have her attack him. 300% more fun based on my playtime! Okay, that is funny, Moogle. That is funny. I'll give you that. That is hilarious. I mean, if you got 3 times more playtime out of it, it must be 3 times as more fun. So, I'm okay with that. That's great. He's gonna get a turn here. No, he's not, because we're gonna hit him with a starlight here, and with let's get her some ultimate armor. It's not just armor, it's ultimate armor. Yeah, see, his counter interruption is just his damage is increased, and I mean, if he ever gets to hit me, it's probably gonna hurt like a truck. But it's better than having him, do a full attack on me. So I mean, that isn't the end of the world. We've done that. We've done haste. I think we can swap out with another person who can hurt. Oh my gosh. I mean, if that damage increase stacks, I'm in for like this world of pain. Oh, we need a little extra fairy juice here to keep slowing him down. Touchdown. Bye-bye. I only wanted a home, someplace I could call my own. In this world, for ill or good, we live together, not alone. The Duke is dead. The floodwaters rise. The people on 5 hills cry. The end is prophesied. I need volunteers to follow me. Are you joking? Course I'll come. The advantages lie at your side. This'll be more fun. My honor, let's go inside. We'll tumble on through. It's what we do. Through the mirror, into the mud, to rescue my people from the flood.
The bell tolled 6 on Easter Sunday. All looked quite lost. The people cowered on 5 hilltops that were nearly undertossed. As the icy deep rose to meet them, who should unexpectedly appear but Aurora resurrected, with a host of creatures queer. Lickety-split, the group split up, and in less than half an hour, Aurora and her friends led the people up the castle tower. They entered to an empty room. The water lapped at their feet, no way out except to drown. Their doom they were sure to meet. But of course Aurora smiled. Before their eyes, astonished shed, to a mirror she led them, and they stepped through it instead. From that day onward in Austria, only a small island remained. My people safe in Lemuria, their future regained. And Lemuria began to grow again, each of us leading together. Soon it will be your turn, princess, to leave on an adventure. Now, my dear, the fire has died, the night is dark and deep. Close your eyes, let go, and drift off to sleep.
No, oh, sorry, fell asleep there. Oh, is that it? Oh, got credits. Let the credits run. It is that okay, cute story. Like the story, like the ending. Very fairy tale-y, of course. Very nicely wrapped up. It's very cute. Oh, we got some music. Oh, that's not gonna be a copyright strike. Yay! Clap, clap, clap. It's our first complete playthrough, right? Rather shorter side game. Let me see oh, it's gonna say maybe on the save game how much time it is. But yeah, this is our first the first complete playthrough. The game after this is SteamWorld Hand of Gilgamesh, a role-playing game in the SteamWorld, heist universe type of thing. SteamWorld Dig, SteamWorld Heist, whatever it's called, and with a card-based battle system. I love card-based. Wheels swears by it. Wheels and I usually share taste in gaming, so I'm looking forward to giving that the full college try. We'll be starting that on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can we all go to Fantasyland when this world ends too, right? That would be nice, especially with all the crap that's been happening lately. Um, but yeah, yeah, that's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna keep talking about the credits roll. I'm gonna let the credits roll. A couple of things I forgot. I did have a little thing I was gonna talk about. I guess I could save for next time. But yeah, we'll do SteamWorld Quest, Hand of Gilgamesh for our next run through. And then in the following Monday, we do an RPG XP on this game, which will be fun for those of you who actually went through the highs and lows of the game with me to see how they wrapped it up. Don't worry, I usually keep these things positive. I mean, honestly, I think I would still recommend it to people. I would just do it with the caveat, and I will do it in the show. Just understand, you probably want to play on casual first and foremost. Play on casual and don't let the expert casual thing throw you like it did with me. Just play it on casual. And if you play on casual and you really get through the whole game and you enjoy it that much and you enjoy the interrupts or anything else, knock yourself out, play it on harder. But it just seems to give the enemies more attack power. I didn't notice anything else different about it. Um, and it just made the fights drag out a lot longer. Grandia fights that go on for so long. Um, oof. And not because I was spending all the time thinking. Love the artwork. Gorgeous artwork. Very, very gorgeous. And the soundtrack is pretty cool. Whatever, it's one of those soundtracks you can probably listen on YouTube, probably. Probably. I, uh, if you can follow us at the bottom. It says follow us on Twitter at RPGamer JCServant. Um, if I do any random streams out of nowhere, I talk about them on there. I might be doing something on my own channel some point for some theology and finance and stuff, home finance talk while I play games. Because why the hell not? Feel free to subscribe to keep up with those going on. I'm afraid if I let the music play too much without me talking, I'm gonna get some sort of. We've had some issues with some of the music here on Twitch. That's why I'm recording all of this too. Just to be on the safe side. I wonder how big this file's gotten in 8 hours, 2 minutes, 24 seconds, and counting. This was a long stream, and I should have broke this up into 2 sessions at the very least. This actually could have gone for 3 more sessions, uh, which is interesting because I think that would have definitely pushed it into overtime. I'm gonna check my schedule on this. Let's see here. I was showing that this was going to end on January the 12th, which should be the Monday session, right? The Monday night session, which would have been 3 more hours. But I had 5 more hours of gameplay, so it would have gone on 1 extra session. And I padded that too. I'm not believing anybody who tells me they beat one of these games in 12 hours anymore. Not gonna happen. Special test teams. I think playtest teams should include everybody who bought the green, what's it called? The beta access or whatever. Prepaid version. I don't think they did it with Child of Light, but other games. They should give credits to all the people who buy the early version for helping to play test. At least give them some credit. If you hung out all the way this late, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me through my very first complete playthrough of a game, through all of my highs and lows, and my frustrations and my jubilations. I appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Really do. Probably won't do this another late run like this again, though. This is way too late for me. Way too late. This late, it's only 9 a.m. here. Thanks for the fun. Yeah, it is like midnight here, and I try to be in bed by 11 at the latest. When you get to my age, it's like every hour matters. Can really screw up my sleep for the week if I'm not careful. Can definitely do that. Definitely, definitely. Let's see, what was a real quick shout out while that's where I oops, no, we didn't get to talk about Cyberpunk. That isn't the one. Oh, I love that song. There's that song again. That is actually a pretty cool song. I want to find out how to get that on my phone. That's really nice. Um, if you have Audible, if you're an Audible member, there's a number of books I think you can access free. I think this might be one of them, How to Defeat a Demon King in 10 Easy Steps. I really think it's appropriate for us here at this RP Gamer group because there is a ton of gaming references. A story about this girl who's a bag mage. Yes, I kid you not, a bag mage, not a blue mage, not a black mage, a bag mage. And she's gonna save the world because there's this demon king that rises up over so many thousand years, and the hero is late. So she's gonna do what she can to try to stop bad things from happening as a bag mage. So check it out. I had a lot of fun with it. It's short too. It's only like a few hours, maybe five tops. I can't remember how many hours it was, but it wasn't that long compared to most books. But it was a fun listen. Lots of Dragon Quest and Zelda references in there. If you're a fan of those games, there's a lot of good in there. Written by Andrew Rowe. I forget who voice acted. It was a lady, but it was really really good. Um, yeah, if you, I will tell you what, Chaos, if you're hanging out with me on Let's Plays, you will hear a lot about audiobooks. Uh, it will all every time I finish a book, because I listen to audiobooks a lot, you will basically get a mini review from me while I'm grinding up on some RPG. I will put it up on the screen just like this and talk about it because I love books. I got a whole bunch of them to talk about that I've also read in the past. So, hanging out with me, you're gonna hear a little bit about audiobooks. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I can get away with talking about these for a few minutes here and there. Some of them relate to RPGs, anyways. But that's a good one. With the Audible program, it depends on what program you're in. If you're subscribed or not, you get like a credit a month that can be spent on any book. Otherwise, you can always buy the books at retail, even if you're not an ongoing member, I believe, but you just get a discount if you are a member, if you were to buy them straight up. But honestly, you probably won't be buying many straight up if you're a member because you're getting credits. And when you run out, if you want to buy more, they just sell you the credits. Um, so always buy stuff with credits unless it's a really cheap book. How to Defeat a Demon King might be kind of on the cheap side if you were to buy it retail. But I get the feeling it was free. I wonder, let me just try to take a look at this on my no, because when I was looking at it off my login, I think it said join up to be a member now to get this book, and it didn't give me a price. But it's a really cool. It was a really cool one, and I really enjoyed it. So I highly, highly recommend it. Unlike the Poppy Wars, which is a very popular book. But remind me to tell you why I just there's no way. I can't do it. I can't do it. I listened to the whole book and oh my gosh. I can't go on to the sequel. I just can't. Boy, there's a lot of people who worked on this game. Hmm. All right, I feel like I've given it more than 5 minutes for credits. I do like the music, but let's just go ahead and wrap this up. I've been playing Rogue. Oops, sorry guys. Sorry about that. Don't know why that popped in. I was pressing the button on the controller. There we go. I think my heart made a do. Now she is queen through and through. She forgot to talk to you. She has more important things to do. Watch over Lumeria. Goodbye, my queen, Aurora. Aurora. Sniff. My little girl's grown up so fast. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Um, what? The game's over, right? Is this the new Game Plus mode? This looks like the beginning to me. I don't see any enemies there though. Oh, there's a jackal. So if I basically start over in Game Plus mode, it's just her in the party. Yeah, it's time for a new Game Plus mode. Yeah, yeah, and I'm telling I was probably I'm probably a bit harsh about the battle system, and yeah, I understand. Like, I'm very passionate about the Grandia battle system. I love Grandia games, and I would love to do a let's play of the Grandia games proper here. I think the first two, anyways, is easy to play, via Steam and stuff. So, and I think Star Renegades does a really good take on those, even though it's a completely different approach. But I really, so if I'm passionate about it, it was two reasons. One is it's the Grandia battle system, and when you kind of do it, in my opinion, but you're kind of missing some of the point. I'm gonna blast you a little bit for it. But the second one was just the time consumption. The time consumption to go through a boss battle for so freaking long. And it wasn't because I was thinking through and taking time to think through. It's one thing if you take a long time with the boss battle, and it's because you're thinking through the decisions and you're taking your time and thinking through each move and stuff like that. It's another thing when it's just going back and forth, and it's a war of attrition because bosses keep healing themselves and they get these instant reactions, so you can't interrupt them, so you can't mount an offense, and they're hitting your hit points so hard you got to keep healing. You've only got two party members. You try to haste, but they slow you down. Even when I was trying to avoid the boss and from interrupting him, accidentally interrupt him, and he slows down my entire party. That was on accident, and because now I'm slowed, they're going to get hit after hit after hit, and now I got to spend turns resurrecting people and healing people while I'm being hit some more. It was just that fight went on for 45, 50 minutes. I might cut that out, I'm not sure, but it was really, having played all the Grandia games, having gone through all those boss fights in the past, playing Star Renegade, which is brutally difficult, and some of those battles are pretty long because those battles will make you think two and three turns ahead sometimes. um, so it's not necessarily the long battles to get on my nerves, but it was just in Child of Light. It felt like it was long for the sake of being long because of these mechanics, on this expert mode, which I picked stupidly, not knowing that really casual, because I was trying to stay away from casual mode, which sounded like there's going to be no challenge to the fight. And I don't want to go through Grandia battles and not have any challenge at all. I want to have fun with the system. I want to feel like my decisions and the risk that I took made the difference between life and death in boss battles. And in mob battles, you probably shouldn't be dying too often, but they probably made the difference in me accidentally dying, once or twice if I wasn't careful, right? And not having to waste resources. So that was the kind of balance I was looking for. And casual in the way it described didn't really describe that. So that's why I kind of went for expert. But I would definitely learn a lesson. If you're going to go back and play Child of Light, play it on casual because, yeah, it just feels that the battles are a little bit less of attrition. Now, I did in the game with a crap ton of consumable items that I still could have used. But to have those battles go on longer and longer and longer and longer, where it would actually have a need to use all of those items, just that's all it was doing. It wasn't making the game more complicated. It wasn't making it more in depth. It was making it um, just drag out. I'm replaying the first game. Grandia games are long. Yeah, they are. I'm replaying the first game now. A lot of story there too. A lot of NPCs. You got to run around, and especially the older ones, and do the talking to the NPC thing. I've actually played Grandia 2 and 3, so I've been tempted for a while to pick up Grandia 1 on Steam. The Steam ports have some issues, mostly that can be fixed. So good to know. Might see them here later on. For me, yeah, like I said, Star Renegades, it's a bit more into rogues anyways. Star Renegades kind of scratching that battle itch though. It's giving me those battle after battle after battle. I don't get to knock enemies 10,000 feet up in the air like I did with Grandia 3, unfortunately. That was very satisfying. But I'll take what I can get for now. It really is more tactical and more in depth than the original Grandia battle systems. They actually did the opposite of Child of Light, I think. They actually thought through the mechanics of the battle system instead of just doing, hey, we think this might be a good idea. They actually thought through their decision, their design decisions, and their approach to come up with something that is really, really deep. So if you like the battle system in Child of Light and Grandia, you really owe it to yourself to try Star Renegade. So, and I'll do. I had a show on it before. I think it's on the schedule anyways. Star Renegades, I think it's in June. We'll do an RGP XP show on it, I believe. So yeah, right now it's slated for June 21st if it doesn't get knocked off by then. So yeah, um, some really really cool things there. Star Renegade's on my wish list for a while now. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I need to put a lot more time into it before I can say it's super balanced all the way to the end game, or that it's a good roguelike. It feels more like a little bit of a roguelike to me, but maybe a roguelike. Anyways, whatever, it doesn't matter. Um, I do need to spend more time on it, but I have spent, I don't know, 3 to 5 hours in it so far, and I've really enjoyed my time. Those battles make you think. They make you think. There's less of the risk versus reward feeling because you can plan everything out in that game. You see exactly what the enemy's going to do. You see exactly how long your actions are going to take. You see when you pick your action where it's going to move the enemy on the timeline. It's almost like FTL. Not FTL, Into the Breach. Into the Breach, you could see what the enemy is going to do on its next turn, and you could plan around that. But you're always at a bit of a disadvantage, so you really need the advantage of really knowing what the enemy is going to do next turn. That's Star Renegade lets you see exactly what the enemy's going to do, how long it's going to take, and when you pick your action, whether or not it's going to knock them into another. Because when you attack an enemy, you don't necessarily interrupt them, but you push them further on the timeline. And if it knocks them off the timeline, then it interrupts them. Otherwise, it just delays their turn order. So it is pretty cool and interesting, and a really well thought out take on how can you take that Grandia system and evolve it to the next level, or at least evolve it into something that's deeper but just as much fun. Maybe not everybody will agree it's the next step or the next evolution. It may not be what everybody wants to see in the next Grandia game, but you can at least appreciate, I hope, that if you play it, that it is a deeper approach that comes out at the very least as fun. So you put more time into it. Um, I really the game looks interesting, but I really like my fantasy. I'm waiting for the next Zyboy game to scratch that Grandia like itch. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's got a sci-fi. It's a sci-fi thing to it. And it uses pixel graphics, but there's a lot of post-processing to it. It actually, in a way, looks like Octopath Traveler because it's got so many shaders and shiners and stuff in it. So anyway, it is late. Thank you guys, Moogle Chaos, for surviving this long Doomerang. That God bless your hearts, Tam, if you're still around. Really appreciate it. I'm definitely signing off, and I'm having a real fun time getting this over to YouTube at some point. Thank you very much for the GG. I appreciate it. I'll see you all on Monday night for our next episode of JCServant Plays. Take care, and as always, this is your humble servant in adventuring, wishing you the very best as I'm signing off.